do you want? Who do you call out right now?
Champ!
Welcome, fight fans. It's Nemesis 15 live at Ballpark Village in downtown St. Louis in the shadow of Busch Stadium, home of your 11-time World Series champion St. Louis Cardinals. Tonight, we've got 9 fights we're going to dive into. My name's Chris Denman. I've got NFA matchmaker Lance DeClue right next to me here. UFC Bellator veteran Adam Sella on the call as well. We're going to be your team for tonight. It's a packed house here, holiday edition, 9 fights. Let's get right into it. Our main event of the evening in the red corner, Jesse Martinelli versus Dillon Tolbert. Lance, Adam, what do we got?
So the thing with this fight, we've got Jesse Martinelli, who I was around when he first came to the gym. He's got a very extensive wrestling pedigree. But the thing that's crazy is this kid can start striking with anybody. I've seen him in the gym for years now, where he can literally throw whatever he wants because he has such a strong wrestling background. He does not care if it goes to the ground. He does not care if somebody shoots on him because they're probably not going to take him down. If they do take him down, he's going to reverse it really quickly. So Jesse is what I consider a super athlete, right? And he's been a competitor his entire life. So he is never out of shape. He's always in shape. And with these flyweights, these guys are little bitty tiny guys. You're always in for a lot of action.
And Dillon Tolbert, he is a journeyman that's been around the block, and he's still only 31. He's still in his prime, but he's fought a lot of the who's who in St. Louis. He's always been a gamer. There's been a lot of guys he's fought that on paper they should have beat him, and he's beaten them. So once again, he has another hard matchup, but he's game for anybody.
I'm excited for these. You've put together a great card. 9 fights. It's a mix of MMA and kickboxing. Our other co-main in MMA, Jacob Highley versus Stith. What do we got, Sella? Or sorry, Lance, please.
No, you're good. So Jacob Highley is 6-0. He's fought, again, some of the best locally around. He is the interim 170-pound champion. Clarkston got hurt, so Highley ended up getting a title shot, ended up winning. This is to hopefully get the titles together, so we only have one to see who the best 170 is in NFA. Jacob Highley's also taking offense to this because he's the underdog at 6-0. You don't hear that often.
Well, here's the thing. He's an underdog because Clark is a monster, right? Monster. Clark has not as many fights, a smaller record, but here's the thing. If you talk to anybody who trains with him or has cross-trained or has watched him, he's extremely strong. He's got a great wrestling background. He hits very hard. But the number one thing is he is extremely coachable.
Yes.
So anytime someone says something, he does it. And I was talking to one of my good friends and training partners, Jordan Dowdy, who has been training with Clark. He had to take a couple weeks. Jordan had to take a few weeks off. And Clark, he said he came back and Clark was even better with that little break of not seeing him. He's like, it's insane how this kid just picks up stuff. So Jacob being the underdog, I don't know, man. I saw Jacob fight about a month ago in Springfield, Missouri. He's been active. He's staying active. He won that fight. Didn't take any damage. So he's been active. Clark had a little bit of a layoff, right? Hard time finding Clark fights. Was injured, all this stuff. So how's that going to play into the factor? Is the ring rust a real thing, especially for someone who doesn't have any rust to get in the ring, right? He's got such a small record, an amateur career like this. He doesn't have that ring rust. He's just got training experience. So I'm excited to see how this one's going to go.
It's going to be wonderful. I saw all these guys weigh in yesterday. Big show at the Midwestern, not far from here. Shout out to them for feeding all the fighters, taking care of everybody. To be sure, while you're at it, follow NFA Fighting online at NFA Fighting. Kickboxing, Kendall Whited, Arvin Mills, Sella. I'm excited. Last time we were here, so many finishes, and kickboxing gets the crowd going as well. Your thoughts on this one?
So I started my career as a kickboxer. I had over 75 kickboxing fights. So this always holds a special place in my heart, guys. It also is very special because Kendall is I'm going to call it non-biased, but Kendall holds pads for me.
Yeah.
I have Kendall hold pads for me on a weekly basis, and I started with this kid when he was like 18 years old. He was I think he's still in college when he came to the gym I was at, and he looked up to me as I was like the guy, right? Now I'm his fan, right?
Right.
But I see this kid in the gym. Kendall is, again, I use this word a lot, super athlete. If you look at him, Kendall's out of shape. He's still got a six-pack, and he can still run 10 miles. Yeah. He doesn't care. The thing with him is he was a college wrestler. He is an even better kickboxer than he was a wrestler, and he just started doing it within, let's just say, the past 5 years, really focusing on it, right? This is a fight that I'm super pumped about because Arvin, he's been around for a long time, and I've seen Arvin fight a ton of guys, but Kendall, to me, has that it factor. And when you watch these fights, if you see Kendall start getting a little loosey-goosey and smooth and comfortable and a little bit almost cocky, something bad's about to happen to his opponent because Kendall's feeling it. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I've seen it a bunch of times. When he starts feeling good, there's no stopping him.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal in his progress. If you talk about, we've watched him grow up as a kickboxer, which is crazy going from his wrestling background. But, you know, Arvin, he wants to go pro one day. He's known as a ground guy, so he's been testing himself in kickboxing, boxing. He said he's wanting to do golden gloves. So he's out there testing himself, so he wants to see if he has the tools to go pro. And this is a great test because, like you said, Kendall's hands, they're known now.
Well, Kendall's hands, Kendall's feet, but Arvin, what I've always said is at the end of the day, make this a fight. Yes. Arvin will get in his face, take away all that pretty movement, all that stuff. He will take away all the pretty combos, and it could turn into a street fight. Yeah. And with being in a cage, there's, you know, that's a different element because you've got not 4 corners, you've got 8 corners. Right? I love putting people in the corner. Arvin puts Kendall in the corner. It's going to be a hard night for Kendall to, you know, get that distance, get out of there.
Absolutely.
That's another one I'm just super pumped for.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
9 fights total tonight. That's kickboxing and MMA. Thank you if you're tuning in live on the live stream. Packed house tonight. I can tell this crowd's ready. I know what the matchmaking is, again, going to be superb. Lance, I would assume.
Yes,
of course.
So it was a bit of a headache. We had about 7 fall off, but we still got great
joys of
fights.
Regional and local fights, man. It's so tough. Adam, did you see that coming up? So missing fights, people dropping out.
This is the difference. Is I'm a little bit older than most of the people that have competed here tonight. When I was coming up, you're never 100% going into a fight. Guess what? Who cares? You just fought. You agreed to fight. You just fight. Nowadays, it's the week of the fight. These guys are like, oh, I tweaked my back. Oh, I think I'm sick. Oh, I blah, blah, blah. That's all just an excuse, man.
Normal,
like, here's the deal. Is like, you're never 100% going into a fight. I've had over 100 fights, and I've never been 100%. Never, not one time.
If you are, you're not training right.
Yeah, I fought with broken ribs. I fought with, you know, cuts that were hidden by glue. Yep. We did some shady stuff.
Yeah.
But you went out there and fought because that's that warrior mentality. But I will tell you, these 9 fights, we had 16, we're down to 9.
Yep.
It happens, but this is the thing about NFA opposed to other promotions, especially here in town. There are no canned fights, right?
Yep.
You're not going to get a guy who's 2-6 versus a guy who's 9-0. Right. You're not going to, you know what I mean? Everybody's going to be pretty even. And it's fair. It's super fair. And that's what you're going to get with NFA fights every single time.
And that's always our goal and always has been. We want to get everybody to the next level, and you don't get that way by just fighting cans all the time.
Yes, and one thing I do love a first-round knockout, a big knockout. Everybody likes it. So even though they're fair, I want to see some action, guys.
For sure.
I think we are. I think we're going to see a lot of that. We're going to see a raucous crowd. It's a Saturday night in St. Louis. The Christmas, the holiday decorations are everywhere. I think everybody's primed and ready. It's going to be a wild one. You saw all the staff for the ring girls and everything. Everybody's pumped to be here. Adam Selleck, you fought in the UFC, fought in Bellator, other promotions as well. I see Matt Hughes. I've seen 2 or 3 other active.
Sean Woodson, Jake Collier.
Absolutely. It's fun for those guys that are in the position now to see these people literally watching them in the crowd. And tonight, I keep going back to this. You heard me say this a bunch last time, Lance, and I'm sure everybody gets tired, but I don't care. This is a huge deal. You're fighting in Ballpark Village in front of 1,000 of your closest friends. You've got family here. It's going to be an absolute blast. And this is a big deal if it's your first, second, third, even 10th fight to fight in front of a great crowd.
Yeah, this is, so the one thing that I always told everybody is they're like, oh, you like to fight fight. I don't like to fight. I like the attention that you got from being a fighter, right?
Thank you.
Now, I enjoy getting in. I enjoy the training.
Yes.
I enjoy the entire process of getting up to that fight.
Brotherhood, all that stuff.
But
too,
yes, but I'm telling you right now, when you walk out and so I've had the craziest thing I ever had. I'm just gonna jump on my own horse here. I was in Sweden. I fought their number 2 guy. I was in the Ericsson Dome that had 25,000 people in there. I was booed by 25,000 people, but seeing my name go around the Ericsson Dome and UFC behind it, and then I had Kevin Engel with me, John Wood was with me from Vegas. I stopped and I was like, can you guys believe this? And I'm getting goosebumps right now thinking about it. It was so cool. So when these guys come out of that curtain in such a cool venue like this, you're no matter what happens in the cage, you've already made it. You've already won. Because most people will not walk on that. They won't make that walk through that catwalk.
And I'm glad you said that, because I've said that my whole life. I was like, I never liked the fighting. I liked everything that came with it. And no one ever believes me. It's like, no, the fighting part's stressful, nerve-wracking. You're getting in a cage with somebody that wants to hurt you. And what ended up happening is, first, usually by the time you get hit, that goes away because you're in survival mode. But yeah, no, I like the accolades, like you said, the lights.
Well, see, the one thing that always drove me was I like to be a man of my word. I said, yes, I'll fight this guy, and I have never backed out of a fight. The one fight I had to pull out of was because of the Ultimate Fighter contract.
Yeah.
That was because I made this show, and they were like, hey, dude, don't do that. So I never backed out of a fight. I always showed up. But it was always crazy to think that I'm going to agree to fist fight another grown man who's training to fight me back. It's like, hey, I'll meet you after school at 3 o'clock by the pine tree. You know, let's show up. Yeah. And then you do it, and you're like, oh, this was stupid. Right. But I was more nervous about walking out and tripping up the stairs. Like I told you, my buddy Kevin Engel was my cornerman and training partner. I saw him trip during a boxing match one time, and he played it off real smooth, and I was like, oh, no, I don't want that ever to happen to me. So I made sure I did the John Jones crawl up the stairs, not because I was trying to be cool, because I didn't want to trip. I tripped going up the stairs right back here a little bit ago.
You're getting the secrets right here.
That's right.
and that's and I was like, okay. And then when you get in there, the crowd, and when the door closed and then the announcer announced your name, for me, what put me in the zone was I put my hands on my knees, took 2 deep breaths, and I was like, here we go. I quit hearing the crowd. I only heard my coach. So Zach Cummings was my coach at the end. All I heard was him. Yeah. I didn't hear anything. And then randomly, I would hear my mother in the back, and I was always the last fight, so she always had a few of the Budweisers, a few of the St. Louis finest in her.
That'll do it. Yeah.
And she was always so happy, just screaming. And usually I came out on top, but that was what it was all about, was the fact that I had 300 people there to come see me, and I gave them, what I always say is I gave them a moment. Yep. Right? Now, it was for me too, but I've taken so many pictures with people in cages, or after a fight, or at a gas station. At a gas station, right? That's, and my son, when my son's with me, and we're at a gas station, and I'm being a fat kid buying chicken strips or something stupid. And they're like, oh, can I get a picture with you? He's like, Dad, that's so cool. That's why I did that. Yeah. It was because the legacy, all of that stuff.
Yeah, no, that for sure. And I've always said this, like you
got you there.
Like you or love you, you always put on a show. And I will always say that for you.
Nemesis 15, we're live at Ballpark Village. Let's throw it up to Mike Kendall in the cage.
St. Louis, Missouri, how you feeling tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, we are live around the world tonight on NFAfights.com from Bally Sports Live inside the sold-out Ballpark Village here in St. Louis, Missouri for Nemesis Fighting Alliance 15, Martinelli versus Tolbert. Tonight's event is brought to you in part by the United States Marine Corps, HKA USA, and Prime Healthcare Centers. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the Missouri Office of Athletics, overseen tonight by Executive Director Tim Lukanoff. Your judges Kate side tonight, Rob Francis, David Hyatt, and Jason Carr. Your referees in charge of the action once we begin, Josh Stewart and Tim Francis. Your cutmen tonight, Sid Gee and Craig Nasello. Your timekeeper is Keith Bell, and your physician ringside tonight, Dr. Melvin Macklin. Ladies and gentlemen, the world of combat sports mourns the loss of a true legend as we say goodbye to Mike England, a dedicated referee and an iconic figure in the Missouri martial arts community. Mike's passion for the sport and his unwavering commitment to ensuring fair and safe competitions were truly admirable. Now please stand with me in a moment of silence for Mike England and a 10-bell count, please. Thank you. This one's for you, Mike England. Ladies and gentlemen, now time to kick off tonight's event. Making his way to the blue corner, Alain Molina.
So guys, Alain Molina coming down now. He's trying to start the show off strong.
I'm so pumped about this as we get things kicked off. Alain Molina, look at him. He looks ready. You know it. Sala, what do you think's going to happen with this? And then he's going to be in the blue corner if you're watching at home.
So the thing with Alain, he's 0-1. He came. This is a bantamweight fight at 135. This kid is young, right? This is what I like about these shows. Is start off with these young kids. Smaller records. He's 0-1. It doesn't really tell you anything about him because when you go into a fight, someone's usually going to win, someone's going to lose. Someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. What Alain's going to do is going to come out and try to keep this standing. He told me in the back, he said, my key to success is keeping long range. He's got long, skinny arms. Yeah. He likes to use them. It's easy to slide chokes in and all that stuff, but he wants to sit there and box them. You saw him come out in the Mexican colors.
Yeah. That's pride. That's a lot of pride.
Historically, Mexico guys are known for being tough, and this being a kickboxing fight, he wants to get in there and make it dirty.
Well, to your point, he's 0-1, but as we always talk about, your first fight doesn't say anything. You're just mostly getting in there, you have nerves, you don't usually fight like you can. Your second one on is usually the one that really
making his way to the red corner, Chance Kroesen.
Chance Kroesen coming in the red corner. Lance the Clue, what do we got?
So Chance, he's coming out of the Church of Jamie, who's made a lot of noise in kickboxing lately, especially locally. Jamie Kroesen, who's actually cornering him right now, is the head coach there, and they've been terrorizing the kickboxing community. They're definitely like one of the top 2 kickboxing gyms in our area. So I have to expect Chance is going to come out here. He's going to be very technical. I have a feeling both these guys are going to be technical, but you know what that means. Sometimes we have 2 guys that are technical, you end up in a dogfight.
Yeah, and that's, when you get into a dogfight like that, it's like, okay, who wants this more? Right?
Yep. Well, and as matchmaker too, don't you sit there and look me in the eye and tell me you didn't put a kickboxing match up top to get some fireworks out of the gate.
Oh, for sure. No, 100%. You want to get it kicked off. Everybody loves those knockouts, and you got a good chance with that with a kickboxing match.
That's very true. A quick thank you to sponsors. iHeartMedia has been hyping this fight up. Media Outlaws, Taco King's in the house, the Midwestern, Brad Carey, you know he's with Unrivaled Realty, Prime Health Centers, Billy's Groundwork, JC's AC, HKA USA, and all of the folks here at Ballpark Village making tonight possible. Crowd is pumped, man.
And this fight is brought to you by the U.S. Marine Corps. This is also your free fight. If you want to see all the rest of the fights, NFAfights.com.
Beautiful.
And I got to tell you guys, Chance coming out, he's wearing my lingerie. Look at that. He took that out of my top drawer. I'm going to need that back, big fella.
Yeah, they got a leaf tattoo going on there.
All right, guys, let's go to Mike in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of amateur kickboxing in the NFA Bantamweight division, brought to you tonight by the United States Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This Dutch-style kickboxer stands 5'11", weighed in 135.3 pounds. He is 0-1 as an amateur kickboxer, representing Diamond Dogs MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, by way of Mexico City, Mexico, Alain Molina. His opponent across the NFA cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a Muay Thai kickboxer standing 5'8", weighed in 135.9 pounds. He holds an amateur kickboxing record, 2 wins, 1 defeat, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Representing Chicago Muay Thai and the Church, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Chance Kroesen. Your referee, Tim Francis.
You boys ready for a night?
Absolutely. Let's get this kicked off.
Do you think Alain brought any friends tonight? Great pop to
No,
start.
that pop was huge, for sure. We're off.
And what you guys will notice, let's just state the obvious, these guys are wearing shin pads. As an amateur fight, you can wear shin pads if you want. It's an agreement to you guys. Young in your careers like this, I suggest it because leg kicks really start to hurt. And you're just trying to get your feet wet. You're trying to see what you want to do.
I think that's smart. It's so tough when you're in that position starting off, too. You want to just go balls to the wall.
Ooh, you
nice
do.
tricks.
Nice right hand. Ooh, head kick blocked.
Well, there's that technique we're talking about. Both guys are technical. Or they claim to be.
See, now the first 20 seconds is kind of done. The first 30 seconds is kind of done. The nerves are kind of calmed down. Now we're going to see what these guys brought. Ooh, nice slip, overhand slip by both guys. I like that teep kick right there.
Absolutely. Kroesen kind of seems like he has a traditional Muay Thai stance.
Yeah, I think.
Nice inside leg kick there.
Ooh,
nice trip.
Nice leg kick right there. But see, it's a knockdown because the strike took him down. This automatically makes that a 10-8 round.
Yes.
Keep going, Alain. You got this. Go right at him.
I'm personally not a big fan of that specific rule. Because back when I started, you could throw a leg kick and knock him down, but you had to hit him with a fist.
Right.
That was back in the day. Different sanctioning bodies, different rules. Ooh, nice right hand.
Molina's slowing down a bit, trying to set things up, which I think is smart. He came in kind of guns blazing earlier.
Yeah. What I would like to see is you see Chance over there with those teep kicks, those lead leg teep kicks, push kicks, whatever you want to call them. I would like to see Alain parry that. Ooh, nice spinning back fist, trying to make some fireworks. But parry that teep kick and counter with some punches.
Absolutely. Yeah, he seems like he's got really good strategic kicks, but he seems like he's trying to wing that overhand right, and he's missed most of the time.
Nice first round, guys.
Very good. Great first round. Feeling
Good
each
action.
other out. Absolutely. In comes Jamie from the Church. Molina's corner in as well. What do you think of that first round, Lance?
I'm going to lead towards Kroesen. Kroesen, I felt like did more work, did more damage, but Molina was right on the tails, though. Arvin is in the corner of Molina, who's also a great coach.
Sella, what'd you see with Molina?
So with Molina, he got knocked down technically, so it's a 10-8 round, so he already lost that round. I don't think he won the round other than that, so I think it's a 10-8, not a 9-8. But with Molina, what I think he needs to do is go out and he's got to get that jab long. Okay, long straight punches. He's a longer, lengthier fighter. Go out there and be longer, straighter. The shortest distance from A to B is a straight line, right?
Right.
So you get straight punches going, you're going to back him up. And the problem, though, is Chance is throwing those teep kicks, and that's as a defense, right? So you've got to get side-to-side movement, cutting angles, stuff like that. 1-2, side step 2, things like that.
You also can't eat too many inside leg kicks without losing your mobility, and Molina's hitting a few already.
Here's round 2, kicking it off.
Both anxious to get out there, had to get backed up.
Right at him, Alain. Keep that range. Jab.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think his coaches are hitting the secret codes on the controller. He's like, let's go for the Anthony Pettis, boys. See, what I like about Chance is he keeps picking that knee up.
Oh, nice
See,
combo.
nice left hand right there. See, right here, Alain needs to back up. But see, Chance is picking up that left knee, which is as a defense, and now Alain's just walking through it.
Yeah, Aaron finally found that distance, and he's hitting those with the hands. He's keeping the feet away.
See, he keeps throwing that lead leg teep kick. You just got to time that, parry that down, and move in. But you can't throw a kick like that blind. You got to set that up with the punches.
Plus, he's not throwing a lot of power with it either.
Well, hey, let's be honest. These guys are 135. Do they really got power? Come on.
Easy now.
Come on.
Oh, it's Stella coming in hot.
I fought at 35. I had some power a long time ago, but
I was 135 pounds
Nice.
in 6th grade.
nice.
I like the spinning attack into a knee, guys.
Yes.
My best friend down in Texas, him and I, we call that the tornado.
Keep that pressure, Alain.
Texas tornado.
No, just the tornado.
Set that kick.
Look at that inside leg kick again.
He does live in Texas, so maybe.
We'll discuss that and more throughout the show tonight.
Yeah, Kroesen's landed that inside leg kick unattested.
Yeah, Chance just threw a combo that I liked. Nice trip. That's a Muay Thai technique right there. Catch the leg, sweep the leg. Catch the kick, sweep the leg, I guess you'd say. But that combo he threw, I liked it. It was a straight jab, overhand right, and then a left, kind of like an up jab. I liked it. You're hitting 3 different angles right there.
I like that Kroesen did admit there that he hit a little low.
Absolutely.
That was nice of him.
Hey, you're not cheating, you're not trying. Let's go.
Hey, you know.
Adam Sella with the wise word.
Look at that jab. See, Alan's got a good jab when he lands
Ooh,
overhand
over the
right from
finally
Chance.
landed.
Oh, nice body kick.
Yeah, Kroesen's been trying to land that overhand right, and he finally did there.
Nice second round, guys. I'm going to give that round to Alain Molina because of the 30-second little onslaught he had in the corner right there with that the elevate greens corner over there.
Lance, what does the sweep do for that? The sweep, the Muay Thai sweep that he had. What does that do for the judges?
So the judges will see that as a technique. I mean, he's going to get points for it, but like Adam alluded to earlier, it doesn't count as a knockdown, so it's not as huge of a thing. What it really does, though, is screw up Molina's momentum, and it slows him down. And also, let's be honest, falling on the canvas is not fun.
Perception, not a good thing.
Yeah, what that's going to do is it's going to make it appear that you're winning. But in that second round, I still think the flurries that Alain was landing, he's kind of almost got an answer to that left leg defensive teep kick now. So this third round, I think he's going to implement that a little bit more. But he's going to have to get a knockdown himself in order, or a finish.
Yeah, I agree. He needs to stay away from those fancy kicks without setting them up. And to what you're saying, I think he needs to rely more on his boxing, because when he was making it more of a boxing match, he looked a lot better.
Absolutely. He's got a good jab. A good stiff jab is the way to go. Both guys overhand rights right there.
Third and final round of our first fight of the evening.
Oh, back fist landed.
That hit. I think he kind of caught Kroesen. Kroesen looked like he might have been going down.
I don't know if he was going down, but it looked like it didn't feel good. Yeah. Ooh, right in the goods right there.
Yeah.
He's just trading, right? They traded.
Yeah. Owed you one.
Yeah. He's fine, though. He's fine. We're good. Chance is fine.
He was checking himself up on the big screen.
I can't tell if Chance's right eye is a little swollen or if he's just got good cheekbones.
That's true.
A little of both.
You know what I mean? Like,
a little both?
Yeah, it could be a little bit of both. A little scar tissue maybe, too.
Oh, nice right hand.
Yeah, he came in with that twice.
Yeah, Alan's got that. That is the second time that has happened perfectly.
Yeah.
But,
ooh, nice. That teep got him again.
That jab landed right there again for Alain. 2 punches right there landed.
Good body shot. Didn't make a lot of sound, but they still hurt.
That teep kick is going to win him this fight, I think.
I agree. And that inside leg, too, he's been taking a lot of damage there.
What I would like to see Chance do, because everything he throws with that left leg is lifting it up, come up with a high kick right there. He's not throwing a single left leg high kick, but every kick he throws starts with that left leg coming up. It's going to all look the same.
You're right. No, that's a very good point.
Oh, good jab out of Alain again.
Whether he throws it or not, like you said, he's been setting up a head kick. Chopping that tree down with that leg kick down. That shin on the meaty part of the muscle does not feel good. Oh, knocked him. He staggered him.
That's a knockdown, guys.
Standing, yep.
Not that it's uncommon at these lower weight classes, but I love seeing two guys that are newer to this. They're in shape. That can ruin a fight really fast. Kudos to these guys.
Yeah, Molina's corner was trying to argue it was a slip, but he was on spaghetti legs a bit. He has been coming in a bit with his chin up, but it hasn't really hurt him till just then.
Yeah, guys, I think Chance walked away with that one.
Yeah, but you don't know. You gotta see.
Unofficially, looks like our analysts both, I think, would agree with that. Tough fight, great fight to kick things off here at NFA 15 at Ballpark Village in downtown St. Louis. We'll get to Mike Kendall here in just a second.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost our kickboxing expert as he's going into...
Oh, that's right. Oh, my God. Last time I had the pleasure of jumping in the cage. This time we're going to see Adam Sella up there all night. And he just slinked right over there, didn't he?
Well, if you liked even just a bit of what you saw. This is just a sneak peek. NFAfights.com. This is your free fight. After this, we're cutting you off, though.
That's right. Support a local St. Louis business and keep watching. We've got 8 more matchups to go. Lance DeClue put it together, and I think you started things off right, my friend.
Hey, thank you. You know, all the credit to Marlene Kelly. She always has my back, and she throws in just as many ideas as I do, if not more.
Little upset. Brad had a very interesting jacket on at the weigh-ins at the Midwestern last night. Not on tonight, but shout out to Brad and Marlene for putting on such a great show.
Yeah, Brad Carey, he's always a character. His jackets say it all.
Right? Would you look at this? You got the tree. You got all these spaces. Everybody's super pumped to be here. Let's throw it into the cage for the official decision. Mike Kendall will announce that.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and the judges score this bout 30-25, 29-27, and 29-26, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Chance Kroesen.
I'm here with your winner, Chance. Chance, get over here. That is a way to start off the night with good kickboxing. Nice win. How do you feel?
Feel good. Feel good. Ready to have a beer.
Ready to have a beer, he says. So what we noticed was that left leg teep kick was kind of your go-to here. I think that kind of won you the fight because you use it as an offensive move and then defensive as well. As he came in, you stuck him out, he couldn't get you. Is that something you guys do all the time at the church?
Man, I have such bad ADHD. Every time I come in here, I'm like, I'm gonna let my hands go because I've got good hands. I threw like maybe three punches the whole fight.
Well, you guys both landed some good shots. That's the way to start off the night, guys. Let's hear it for that first fight of the night.
Let's go to Karen Simoncelli.
Hey, Fed fans. I just want to take a moment and I want to tell you about a real one.
Thank you. I'm Karina Simoncelli. I'm here with Jesse Martinelli, fighter of the pro fight tonight, the main event tonight. Thank you, Jesse, for joining us tonight. Now, I know that they changed up the main event on you last minute. You did not know that you're going to be in the main event. This will be the first main event of your pro career. How do you feel about that, and will that affect your performance?
I feel great about it. I mean, as a flyweight, you know, flyweights come out. We're fast-paced. We bring the action, and for the crowd, it's going to be a great fight. For me and my opponent, Dillon, it's only a bigger platform, so being the main event's awesome. I love it.
Awesome. So I know you're looking for your 3rd win of your pro career. You have a heavy wrestling background with Lindenwood University, and you've also been polishing up your striking skills with ESMMA. How do you think that will translate into the cage tonight?
Like you said, I come from wrestling, but as soon as you get into this game, you're always trying to learn your cage grappling, learn your striking, and I think tonight we're gonna see the best version of me as a full mixed martial artist.
All right. Now, there's a lot of amateur fighters out there, hopefully looking to follow in your footsteps. Do you have any advice for them?
I would say fight often, fight as much as you can as an amateur, and get as much experience as you can, because we all know experience is what makes the walk easier each time.
All right. I want to ask one fun little question. Hopefully, everyone may be really able to relate. Do you have any famous UFC fighters that you personally look up to, and do you like to use anything from their style to translate into yours?
Yeah, I got 3 top ones. I like George St. Pierre, of course. I like TJ Dillashaw, and I like Dominic Cruz. I like TJ and Dominic's movement, and I try to do that into my own.
All right. Well, thank you. Good luck tonight, and I'll give it back to the commentators.
Chris Denman, Lance DeClue, Adam Sella, cage side. We are your commentary team for the evening at NFA 15 at Ballpark Village. Let's throw it up to the cage to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, right on to our next bout of the night. Now making his way to the blue corner, Gavin Hernandez.
In the blue corner, we've got Gavin Hernandez, and we've got Zach Siebert in the red corner. Adam Sella, what do you know about Gavin Hernandez? What are we going to see?
So what I know about Gavin is where he trains out at Legends MMA. That's down in like Farmington area. These guys are tough, right? You see Alex White in the corner there, UFC guy. You see a young kid named Talon.
I would say Joe Warden's there. I see his son Talon.
Talon's there. Talon just was over in Greece and won a world title for like for what they call Gamma, which is essentially was like a kids MMA.
12 years old.
Which is super impressive. But you got Joe Warden, Brian Borden, Alex White. Those guys, they've been around this game for a very, very long time. And Gavin coming in, making his debut tonight. We're really excited to have him. And the one thing I really like is those guys at that gym are always professional. They're always on weight. They always do what they're supposed to do. And they are tough. And they're good. They're good. I mean, it's not like they're just like one of those hit and miss kind of gyms. They do it all.
They do, absolutely. I mean, the way they train like they're fighting. And like you said, his son, he's 12 years old and been to Greece. He's done so many tournaments. He's traveled. I think he said he's done like at least probably like 10 countries. It's insane the type of training that they do there.
I believe he just wrapped up his middle school wrestling season, and every time I would see an update, I'm thinking, I feel terrible for those other kids going up against him in middle school wrestling. But
well, that's enough about talent, boys. We got Gavin Hernandez in the cage with the red Legends MMA shorts.
That's right, out of Park Hills, Missouri. 0-0. First time in the NFA cage. What a crowd to get out and get in front of for the first time. Showing some athleticism out of the game. What do you think?
Getting a little crowd pop out of it, too.
Yeah, well deserved. His opponent tonight, we'll hear from Mike in just a moment. We've got Zach Siebert.
And now his opponent making his way to the red corner, Zach Siebert.
Zach Siebert in the red corner. I do recognize that name. How do we know him, Lance?
So Zach Siebert, yeah, as you can see, he's there with Ray Nelson, Wise Warriors. Zach, I believe this is his debut as well.
So last time.
Sorry?
NFA 14, was he
NFA 14? Zach?
Yeah.
So he's with Wise Warriors. They're a lineage of Steve Berger, which is a lineage of SCMMA. So,
0-0.
Yeah, I thought it was his debut. I was like, wait a minute.
So familiar.
No.
My mistake, guys.
So no, it's like his debut as well. Owen Chance is in the corner. You got Jay Kaiser there. But yeah, what they do there, they do a lot of it's dirty jiu-jitsu, catch wrestling, styles like that. Even though Steve Berger's lineage is from SCMMA, he had more of a hard-nosed style. So I expect to see some hard groundwork here, some bullying on the ground, some maybe cross faces.
And the one thing I will say is Ray Norris is in his corner. This is how tough they are. 2 weeks ago, Ray Norris had his hip replaced, and he's walking out here, just went down all the stairs with no crutches, no cane, nothing.
Yeah, he's been bringing some good guys, too.
Yeah, no, Owen Chance is really, really good. Jake Kaiser we'll see a little bit later tonight. But this is the way to have a debut. 0-0 versus 0-0. Let's see what happens.
All right, taking Mike Kendall in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds of amateur MMA in the NFA featherweight division, brought to you tonight by iHeartMedia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5'8", weighed in 144 pounds. Tonight, he is making his amateur debut, representing Legends MMA and fighting out of Bonne Terre, Missouri, hazardous Gavin Hernandez. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist standing 5'8", weighed in 145.2 pounds. He is also making his amateur debut here tonight, representing Wise Warriors MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Zach "Zaddy" Siebert. Your referee, Josh Stewart.
Here we go, boys, our first MMA fight.
Yeah, and what you can first see out of Zach Siebert is you can see the intensity right there in his face. Right now, these guys are as nervous as they've ever been.
Absolutely.
I promise you.
Sportsmanship there, touch the gloves. I love seeing that.
Ooh, nice shots right out of Hernandez.
Oh, clipped him on that chin.
Yeah, but Siebert's trying to press him on the cage. Ooh, nice shots being landed right here.
Woo-hoo. A little bit of a phone booth fight going on.
It's a hell of a debut, guys.
Nice inside leg kick right there. Up and down. Oh, it almost was a great big slam. But he's got that guillotine, but he's in a red spot. He's got to let that go.
Yeah. He's cranking, but like you said, he doesn't really have anything there. He's just going to gas his arm out.
Well, there's a lot of, he's got a sweep right here. If he could just push off the cage, really, but.
He's out.
Yeah. Hernandez is out. Siebert with trying to get that distance with that kick.
I'm sitting here. We got red on red going on here.
Yeah, Hernandez was a little bit high. Got those hooks in now. Is he under? He's on the jaw.
Yeah, to the jaw. Yeah, but I mean, you can finish somebody if you're strong enough.
Yeah.
And you two are coming at this from a veteran perspective. Like, we don't know what their 0-0 means necessarily either. Like, they may pull off something wild.
No, they could. Yeah, you don't know how long they've been training.
Oh! That choke is in, I think. We're at a bad angle, but he just fell down. I don't know if he was trying to smash him off the cage or what.
Yeah, he fell a little short if that was the case.
Hernandez got to get the hook back in and stretch him out.
Yeah, he's surviving. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, Siebert's doing a good job of not conceding. Now look at that. Now triangle, though.
Triangle. Yep, he's falling in. He needs to get out of there. He needs a pop-up.
Yeah, we got about 90 seconds left. That's not a long. That's a long time to be stuck there.
Yeah, he needs a pop-up.
But he's doing the right thing right now by stacking him. You got to stack him. Watch out for that arm, though, and he's going to slam him, which always makes it tighter.
Oh, he's got an arm bar right there. Yep.
I would say Hernandez has some slick little jiu-jitsu here.
Yeah, and that's Hernandez on bottom in the striped red shorts.
I think he's out. Ooh. These guys are putting it on display right here.
Absolutely.
Wow. Siebert
with some scrambling abilities.
He needs to let go of that leg and turn into him, because right now he's holding himself in back control.
Here's the thing, though, too. If Siebert can survive this round, how much energy did Hernandez do throwing up all those submissions? And was he holding his breath while he was doing it, too? Because 0-0, sometimes you don't breathe like you should.
So here's what I want to make a notice of. Look at Hernandez's forehead. When he bounced, he slid his face down that cage. His forehead is so red and purple already.
Got some cage rash on the forehead.
That's going to be one of those things in the morning. He's like, oh, what is that?
What is that? Yeah. Or when the shower water hits it.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like Siebert's going to survive.
He's got that Kimura lock. I think
almost, yeah. He's out. Yeah, you got to give Hernandez that round, but Siebert.
Tough first round.
Yeah, I would give that round to Hernandez and his jiu-jitsu, but you see him right there shaking his legs out. I wonder if he did burn himself out. But obviously, you're going to want to think that his game plan is going to be like, okay, I can easily dominate on the ground. Let's go in for some takedowns.
Yeah, if I'm his corner, I'd probably say maybe slow it down a bit, but keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then we have Siebert. Siebert, that was some great scrambling abilities. If he can just kind of stay off the ground maybe and keep it standing, he didn't look too bad. They looked like they were fighting in a phone booth.
Yeah, what Siebert did really well was he was positioning his body to not be finished, right?
Right.
Now, he was in some bad spots, and he stayed calm and worked his way right out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like seeing that stuff. I like seeing those little intricate details that he was getting from his corner.
Absolutely, because he had every reason to panic and he didn't.
Yeah.
Round two, kicking things off in our first MMA fight of the night. Thank you to the United States Marine Corps for making tonight possible as well. NFA 15 live at Ballpark Village. Here we go, start of the second round, fellas.
Looks like Siebert's got a bit of a shiner, too.
Ooh, right hand.
Yeah, they're both looking a little bit slower than last round.
Yeah, Hernandez clearly has the speed advantage.
Yeah.
But Siebert is kind of like a robot, just coming forward, doesn't care.
Nice uppercut.
Trying to dirty box him like Robbie Lawler style.
Hey, throw right hand over top. Over right.
Ooh, nice body kick.
Nice body kick, yes.
Yeah, Siebert's moving a little bit slower than the first round.
Is it me or both of his eyes compromised?
I think that's just how he looks.
Yeah, he might just have, again, cheekbones.
No, I think he's just, because he kind of had the puffy eyes and they're just a little bit red now.
If you want anything, Adam Sella will give you the hard trick.
I was looking for that analysis and I got it, buddy.
Ooh, nice shot by Siebert, which was probably a bad idea considering how round one went. But hey, maybe his top pressure is very, very dominant. Coming out of that Wise Warriors, I don't doubt that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, in the first round, to his defense, he was in a lot of bad positions and scrambling most of it. Maybe if he has control, he has some really good jits, which looks, he's getting himself in a good position.
Yeah, his top pressure, that's the thing, is he almost walked right to mount. He slid to the back. I would right here just try to take mount, and he gives up. Now he's back in full guard.
A little lackluster there. He didn't look like he had a lot of explosiveness when he was going for that.
No.
If you're Hernandez, are you letting him stand up or are you staying right where you're at?
See, what I do right here is I love
Oh, well, roll. That answers
I
it.
wouldn't do that. I'm a big fan of the front headlock.
Oh, he's going for a gator roll. He's got to lock it
Yeah, he's
right
going to
there.
try to lock up that
Yep.
Darce choke. Where we see right here, he's got a nice choke. If he would just, I just say make it tighter, as it's easier to say.
Yeah.
Technically, he's got a really nice
yeah,
choke
it's-
here,
yeah.
and he let it go.
Yeah, he let it go. I thought he had that too.
No, I think he's just trying to get a better position, but he had a nice choke right there.
Going for it. Looks
where
like
I'm
Kimura. Yeah, Kimura right now, or an omoplata, or a triangle. I guess he's got a few options here.
Work that triangle.
Yeah, he's going for a triangle right now. You got to get a little deeper in that knee pit, though. There he goes.
Again, we got about a minute. This thing looks tight.
Not
You got
good,
hips
yeah.
up.
He's got to get him on that cage and start posturing up.
Well,
or
Hernandez,
stacking up.
I was gonna say this is what you guys. You can start punching. It's not jujitsu.
Yep.
That's nice.
Oh,
Nice
that's
work
good.
by Hernandez.
Hernandez is showing some slick ground moves.
I think this one's about over, boys.
Siebert just will not quit.
Yeah, but Josh Stewart, one of the best referees in the business, is on top of the action.
Yeah, we got 2 good refs tonight. Thank goodness.
I actually fought Josh Stewart when we were in amateurs.
Get out of here.
Yes. Go ahead, ask who won.
I was scared to. Did you win?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I had a feeling you wouldn't mention it otherwise.
No, we were friends. We were friends when he took the fight, and we were friends after. So
Siebert's tough as nails.
he's tough. He's tough.
Wow.
But I
Armbar now.
think, wow.
Siebert survives the round. I heard Hernandez's corner, Alex White, UFC veteran, and Joe Warden, veteran of 8 jillion fights, calling from the corner. What do you think they're going to say to him, Sella?
So I think Hernandez needs to get it back to the ground, but he needs to tighten up those submissions, man.
Yeah.
Like they're all the positions visually look like they're pretty much there. He's just not getting the finishing techniques in play.
It looks
right?
like he's almost flow rolling.
Yes, exactly, Lance. And what he really has got to implement those finishing techniques. Really go for it, right? Have a little confidence in yourself and finish it.
There was a few, like, you called him out. It almost like he catched and released. Like I said,
Well,
like he was almost like training and not fighting.
Yeah, like he had that last triangle. He started punching him in the face. I love that move. I love that move. But use those punches to tighten up that triangle, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Shout out to the ladies of PBR St. Louis in between rounds, keeping us informed. Going to the third, who you giving it to, Lance, so far?
Oh, yeah, so far it's definitely been Hernandez. But Siebert's really shown some toughness. I mean,
Really
he's
has.
tough as nails.
Might show through as we get ready for the third round at Ballpark Village for NFA 15.
And this fight is brought to you by iHeartMedia.
Siebert with a stiff jab.
Watch your speed, Gavin. Speed.
Yeah, Siebert's going to have to go for broke here.
Stay down. Go around.
There might have been, it's possible even 10-8 rounds in there.
It depends how the first round went. That could be a 10-8. I would not score at that, but
I wouldn't either, but it was pretty dominant, though.
Line of jabs, Gavin. Go line of jabs.
big right hand out of Siebert. Siebert is as tough as they come.
He is tough. Tough kid.
Hernandez is taking a couple good shots himself, man. I mean, nice inside leg kick, way to mix it up.
Yeah, those calf kicks are hard to train for.
Time, Gavin. Pressure.
Siebert faking a shot.
Body kick.
Yeah, I think both these boys are tired.
Say slower start.
Yeah, Hernandez is real tired, but he's had a lot of offense. But,
Yes, he
you
is.
know, Siebert has had a lot of defense.
Siebert's had a lot of time not breathing. And not on his own fault either. There we go. We saw some damage here by Siebert with that dirty boxing if he can clinch up some more.
1-2s. 1-2s. Don't stop.
Got to set that overhand right up. You're never going to land it.
Hernandez's corner is trying to get him to throw combinations. I just don't know if he has the tank.
Oh, no. He's on...
Cruise control.
Yeah, he's on cruise control, trying to keep that distance, land a couple shots.
Yeah, they both just hit clean on the chin, and neither one really moved.
Nice shot. Nice attempt at a penetration, but I don't think he had he didn't have the oomph to get down,
Right.
but he got a great takedown off of it.
And that could have been just as much Siebert being tired and unable to stand, too.
No, I give that to Hernandez for he lifted him in the air and he put it where he wanted. Right here, though, I think you go knee on belly, start punching.
Agreed.
Get off your hip.
A little bit of a Missouri Kaiser there.
And I like knee on belly in a situation like this because Siebert's tired. You put knee on
very
belly
tired.
right in that sternum and you just dig it. And then you could just pull up on their head and bring them into you and they're crunching into your knee. It sucks.
Yeah, he's looking for like a modified crucifix here. There
See,
he goes.
I'm a big fan of that staple. Okay, I staple limbs down all the time.
With 30 seconds left, need to either get a finish if you're Siebert or Hernandez needs to finish strong.
Overhand right lands for Hernandez.
Absolutely. Nope. He's going to try something to figure it. He should go for it. Just jump it and go for it. Go for it, Baroque.
You have to. You got, well, 7 seconds. I don't think he's going to.
No. Yeah, I think this is Hernandez's fight, but Siebert showed so much heart, and that's something you can't teach.
No, you cannot. No. Oh, nice spinning back kick. Ooh. Head kick out of Hernandez.
Yeah, our timer was off slightly.
Right hand. Ooh, everything's landing nice.
Hey.
Guys, what a fight.
What a tough finish. Respect to these two corners, the gentlemen out there putting it on the line, putting out a hugely competitive fight for this very, very, very excited ballpark.
Hernandez walked around like he's been drinking.
It was a tough one,
exhausted,
man. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Got both corners in, congratulating their fellas. What a great start. Do you remember your first time either just competing or fighting in front of a crowd like this?
I remember it from watching videotape. I took a lot of damage my first fight. I won, thank goodness, but I took a lot of damage, and I don't remember a whole lot of it, I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, you're sitting here today, so we're excited about that.
Yes, sir. I think I got beat up for 2 rounds and then hit a submission. I'm pretty sure that's how it kind of went.
We're cage side, so we can do this once in a while. Hey, Joe, what do you think? Try to see if Hernandez's corner has a prediction. We'll wait.
I think we know what that prediction is.
I would think so. Love the
Ray and Joe
sportsmanship.
are shaking, coaches shaking hands there.
You got to be proud of these guys.
Oh,
too,
for sure.
getting in there and
Even
showing.
Siebert, like I said, the toughness he showed there was insane.
Oh my goodness. Let's go to Mike Kendall for the official decision in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges score this bout 30-27 for your winner. By unanimous decision, hazardous Gavin Hernandez.
I'm here with your winner, Gavin Hernandez. Gavin, as a debut fight, that was fantastic. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. I'm on top right now.
So I got to point out the obvious. Your forehead is so bruised from that fence. I didn't know if he did that intentionally, or did you feel him like he was getting weak, or what was that?
I was getting weak, and I thought I was going to be able to lock it up. And when we fell forward, I just tried to use it, and I wanted not to let go.
Yeah, your jiu-jitsu kind of won you this fight, I thought. Some rounds could have been a 10-8 because you had a couple really good attempts and almost finishes. Is that something you guys work on all the time down there in Farmington?
No, I need to finish those, period. That should not be sitting on top like I did and just kind of coasting. I should have finished every one of those.
I got you. Well, we can't wait to see you next time as a good debut. Congratulations, Gavin Hernandez, everyone.
Gavin Hernandez with the victory. Again, thank you to iHeartMedia for making that last fight possible. Keeping it moving. Fight number 3 is going to be at 170. That's going to be brought to you by JC's AC. Very excited about this. Welterweight fight, Jake Kaiser versus Noah Crafton. We'll get those guys out here in just a second. Fine work by Adam Sella up in the cage as well. Feel good to be back up in the cage and interviewing the fighters here at NFA 15, Adam.
Yeah, I like talking to these kids. It's I'm not gonna lie, I do my best to be like a DC Joe Rogan kind of guy. We want to keep it entertaining and ask these guys the questions like, what do they really, what do the fans want to hear? Like, hey man, how you feeling after that fight? Not a standard, were those your keys to success type of nonsense, right? We want to know how they're feeling. I wanted to know about his face. That was a gnarly bruise.
Yeah, it was. It looked really.
We'll go to Mike Kendall for our next announcement for Jake Kaiser versus Noah Crafton. Throw it up to Mike Kendall in the cage.
On now to our 3rd bout here at NFA 15. Making his way to the blue corner, Noah Crafton.
Noah Crafton versus Jake Kaiser. Adam Sella, what do you have for me for Noah?
So Noah's gonna come out, guys. He's a big, tall, skinny guy. What I like about these guys is, I say the tall and skinny, it's not a bad thing, right? That's long and lengthy. You can keep everything at your range. The thing with this, though, is Jake Kaiser has a big reach. Okay, he's got a long reach. This will be a fun fight because I think both these guys are going to look to keep it standing. But I did see Jake earlier throwing some shots, combos into takedowns. So that makes me wonder if he's worried about Noah's stand-up.
Possible. So Noah Crafton, he's kind of a last-minute replacement. Poor Jake Kaiser, every fight, I'm going to start calling him Bad Luck Jake because he always has dropouts. So this kind of last minute, Noah was begging me for a fight. This came up. He jumped right into it. He has a military background, so he's got that hard-nosed, strong mentality. He's going to try to make this a dogfight because Jake's going to have the experience on him.
Absolutely. You can tell he's got that military background. He's kind of got that high and tight haircut and, of course, that mustache.
I called him Super Trooper earlier.
Yes, yes. What's up, Farva?
Farva. He's kind of a quiet personality, but he's got what he was talking about. The way he was talking about it is like basically he's going to come out with the violence, and he has to. He'll dump him in the river when he's done with them.
That's the way it goes. Here at Ballpark Village, and his opponent's going to be Jake Kaiser. Again, this is a welterweight fight brought to you by JC's AC.
And now his opponent making his way to the red corner, Jake Kaiser.
Jake Kaiser up against Noah Crafton. Again, this is at welterweight. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I did see this gentleman fight at NFA 14.
Yes. So,
hey,
yes.
Look at me.
Jake's
got it.
Jake's fought first for quite a bit. You saw him go against Clarkston Stith in a kickboxing match where Jake stepped up last minute and wanted to test himself. Jake, I love this kid. He's such a nice kid, great personality. He's fought for us a lot. Tough kid too, and that's something he'll tell you. You will not take that away from me. I am tough.
Yeah, Jake Kaiser's super tough. Seen him fight a handful of times. The kid's a gamer, and he has like no nerves, right?
No,
like nothing seems to affect him. He's got Ray Norris in his corner. You know, they unfortunately just saw his teammate lose, so he's probably got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he's going to want to make. He wants to avenge that loss.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, we're excited to be here again. We're at Ballpark Village tonight. Adam Sella, Lance DeClue, Chris Denman in the commentary booth. We have Cameron Siebert, also interviewed fighters backstage. Shout out to Media Outlaws for making all. This looks incredible. I keep catching myself. I'll look up. I've got the fight 5 feet from me. I keep looking at all this great work the Media Outlaws is doing. Super professional for NFA 15.
Yeah, they do a great job, and I catch it too. I catch myself watching the screen because they're getting angles that we don't have. I think they've got 12 cameras here tonight. It's something crazy.
It's insane.
Oh, and Noah did go up a weight class, which you can tell when they stand next to each other. Jake a little bit bigger.
Let's throw it to Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds and an amateur MMA bout in the NFA welterweight division, brought to you tonight by JC's AC. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5'11", weighed in 160 pounds. Tonight, he is making his amateur debut, training independently, fighting out of Jacksonville, Illinois, Noah the Assassin Crafton. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a freestyle fighter standing 5'11", weighed in 171.3 pounds. He holds an amateur record 1-2. That win coming by way of knockout. Representing Wise Warriors MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Jake Just Bleed Kaiser. Your referee, Tim Francis.
Did we mention that Jake's fought here a couple times?
The crowd, if you guys couldn't hear it home.
Definitely the crowd favorite.
Jake is already smiling.
Yeah,
that's
Jake's
one thing I never did. That's weird.
Oh, you didn't smile when you cut to 170, Adam?
I never smiled when I was getting punched in the face. No. You can definitely see the size difference on this one. You know, so give it up for Noah for taking this fight. At a weight higher than he should.
But sometimes you got to take those opportunities to get on. Well, we're in Ballpark Village, and sometimes it's hard, you know.
Yeah, and you see Jake using his size right now, pinning him against the cage, just being heavy on Noah.
Well, this is probably new to Jake. Jake's usually not the bigger guy. This is probably new to him, and he's probably enjoying it a bit.
Nice change of pace.
I did notice when they first got in, Noah was switching stances a lot. So when we get to the striking, he might be able to... to throw from both sides. We'll see if he can get any strikes off. Right now he's getting.
Trying to lock up a
Cage
guillotine. Armin guillotine. Oh, and Kaiser tossing it to the ground.
Not a bad takedown defense, and just kind of got out muscled there.
Drop the arm, get that hook out, clear the hook.
Can't really see what's going on here.
Yeah, we've got another similar short situation. We've got Jake Kaiser, if you're watching at home, has the gold and is currently on top.
He also has the pretty hair.
That was going to be what I said next. You guys go to the same barber.
So right now Noah, he's trying to create that distance and create that space so he can work for getting up, but now he's got to get his back off that cage because right now he's just being held there.
There you go, hip out.
And with a big, strong Jake Kaiser driving into you, this is not fun.
No, they'll say Jake's definitely using the size advantage right now. Grinding that forehead and the chin, which is never fun.
Especially with those cornrows.
Right.
No, that's the thing.
No, you're right. It scrapes you up.
Like guys that would shave their head, they would like Bic razor it a day or two before the fight so you had that stubble.
Yep.
That sucks.
Those are the old ways.
Jake trying to pass the guard here, but Noah doing a good job of keeping him at bay right there.
Yeah, Noah's back defense looks pretty decent. He's keeping his guard open to throw up some submissions. He just ate a good right hand there, though. Oh.
Can't elbow.
Can't elbow an amateur. Yep.
Definitely not Jake Kaiser coming over. He's hyped, but he definitely is wondering what the hell you were thinking.
Somebody didn't listen to the rules meeting.
I think he's going to take a point because that was pretty.
That was too blatant. They were blatant too.
That was. It wasn't like he was reaching over for Kimura grip and hit him with an elbow. It was like I'm going to push off and drive it in.
Yeah.
Oh. Taking a point, so that's automatically 10-8 round right there. Going to start them back over where they were.
Yeah, for those at home, you can only elbow in a pro level.
Good time to remind you, thanks to JC's AC for making this fight possible.
Good news is, though, it didn't look like cut Jake at all, so no harm, no foul.
Yeah, but did it maybe piss him off a little bit? Now he's going to start bringing a little bit more.
As he starts tripoding up.
Yeah, I know he's doing a good job here, holding him down, trying to just keep the position until, fight starts over. What he's doing now is legal.
Yeah, he even looked over and asked the ref. He even looked over and asked the ref if it was okay.
So you can crossface like that. And what I did see just now, though, is if Jake moves his face and his elbow slips, he's not throwing an elbow at that point. You know what I mean?
It's going to fall to the ref's discretion at that point. Yeah. Because that is a technique, too, sliding that elbow.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably say if I'm Tim Francis, I'd probably tell him to make sure if he's crossface and make sure it's more of that forearm. Especially since he's already got, at one point, two blatant elbows.
Yeah, but the second one I don't think was as obvious as the first one.
Yeah.
Because as I saw Jake was like, okay, I don't want you grinding on my face, so he just moves his face to have his arm kind of slide by. And if I'm posting off you like this and you move, it's like you make them fall into it.
Corners have their fighters ready. We're getting ready to start round 2.
Jake's got a little cut out of that right eye.
Oh, he does, yeah. Jake's having fun.
Letting the crowd know he's okay with his opponent.
Yeah.
So Noah's hands are a little bit low. I'd like to see Jake throw a jab, cross, high kick. It's real simple, real basic. I love it.
I'll be honest, Jake might be being nice a little bit here, too. I've usually seen him more aggressive, or this is a new game plan he's working on. I mean, patience could be something they've been working on, because normally he's a little more wild.
Yeah, these guys are right here in front of us. Jake's going to throw a couple knees to the body. Yep. Snatches up that head right there.
Yep. Oh, he
jumps a guillotine. That is tight.
That is tight.
That's tight, and that's a big man hanging off of Noah.
Noah's showing strength.
There's a little bit of space in there because Jake's body weight is doing a problem. If Noah goes to the ground, that's going to get real tight real fast.
He's twisting it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice.
Survives. Noah survives.
Yeah. Noah was red, too.
His face was a different color.
He was showing toughness. A lot of these debuts today have been really tough. And again, that's something you don't teach. So that's a plus in their pocket. And they're getting the experience today. Jake going back to grinding that forehead again. Noah needs to keep that head off the mat, though. Jake trying to get some shots in. Noah's been pretty tight on his tie-up. Got like a kind of a half body or a half butterfly with his foot on the hip. Been keeping the arm trapped. Jake's got distance to see if he uses it.
Oh, he locked him a triangle, but he let it go.
Yeah. Jake saw that pretty quick and pulled back. Now Jake's showing some crossface on the throat there. Little backhand. Oh, nice leg kick. That's not where you want to trade kicks.
Not exactly.
That's not where you want to trade kicks. Unless you can kick up to the head.
There is a little bit of a sense of playing with his food. But then every time that Jake kind of seems like he might end it, Noah surprises me with something else. Adam, if you're Jake's corner, what do you want him to do right now?
I want him to start hitting.
Like
you're just sitting there, like you're trying to pass the guard. Turn this into, punch to pass. That's old school, man. Start punching, start passing.
Like I said, I'm wondering if they're working on something on patience, because usually in Jake's fights, he comes out a little more aggressive.
Well, see, he's got that arm triangle. It's a little bit too late, but I couldn't tell if he's past that left leg, which I don't think he was.
He hasn't. No, he wasn't past it yet. I had just enough angle to see.
Tough kid. I wonder if Jake's tired. He hasn't gotten up yet. I don't think so, but.
Well, Noah's going to have to go for broke. In my opinion. Obviously, I'm not the judge, but.
I think you're right. Yeah. I also think that this is a great start to the night. Yeah. We have, 6 more fights after this, a couple kickboxing matches. Exciting night here at Ballpark Village. Adam Sella's fired up, I can tell. He's very excited.
I'm always fired up. Always fired up on fight night, guys. Look at this crowd. This is another great turnout. Damn near a sellout again. And you got to remember, we have started with 16 fights.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Absolutely. His third and final round, and again, thanks to JC's AC.
Keeping this fight cool.
Crafton's going to have to finish here if he wants that victory nod, but on the same point, I'd like to see Kaiser come out and finish as well, to put a stamp on it.
Absolutely.
I know he's having fun in there, but now it's time to get the business.
Noah's backing up a little bit, getting against that cage. Oh, head kick landed.
A smile and nod back in acknowledgement. Oh, good leg kick.
I'd rather have the head kick. Leg kicks hurt.
Yeah. Head kick you don't really feel till later.
But see, now Noah's worried about, that was 2 kicks that landed pretty solid in 2 different spots. So if Jake just flinches that left leg, he's going to freak out.
That would be a good time for maybe a leg kick, right cross combo.
Yeah, Jake, Noah's, you can tell he's tired.
Yeah.
He's got no offense.
He also had Jake on top of him for most of the fight, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Jake's a big guy.
Good boy.
For this weight class especially.
And a turn of momentum, Crafton being more of the aggressor now.
Yeah, Noah's looking for that one big shot.
Well, he needs to, unfortunately.
Nice knee to the body. Oh, good jab out of Kaiser. Noah walks through it. He eats it. This kid is tough. Oh.
Nice.
Nice shot by Jake.
Yeah.
I think Noah just kind of conceded and went down, but that was a great penetration and finish by Kaiser.
I think Kaiser might have been thinking, let's not get too stupid and accidentally get caught.
Felt like that a little bit. Minute 30 left in round 3. Final round.
See, here's one thing that I like to do that a lot of people forget, right? So if you see Kaiser's left elbow is right by his thigh, don't strike him with it because you can't, but you can dig that elbow right in there and be dirty with it. So I had a coach, Luigi Fioravani, for many years.
Nasty. Yeah.
And before he moved to Florida, and what we fought. It was a fight. You would take your chin and dig it in their ribs. You would put your elbows, dig it in spots they're not, in between your ribs, your thighs, all that stuff. All it does is creates a reaction out of the opponent.
Now, I've even been shown by, dig that elbow and certain muscles at the back to get them to get their head up so you can sink in that choke, too.
Absolutely. And right here, Kaiser's got 3/4 mount, trying to get full mount. I think he's going to start teeing off.
Something else.
40 seconds.
There he goes, yep. Jake's going to go for finish now.
The crowd certainly wants it. Here comes Kaiser.
There he goes.
Tim Francis is about to step in. Tim Francis calls this fight.
Wow, the crowd erupts.
Noah Crafton with all the heart in the world, but congratulations, Jake Kaiser with the first finish.
Great fight. Again, Crafton showed a lot of heart. Tough guy.
I hate to keep cheering for both sides, but I think if you're both corners, you're kind of happy with both guys. Clearly, Crafton, he's going to go down to a lower weight class. Yeah. He fought his ass off at welterweight tonight. Shout out to these guys.
Great debut fight. I mean, you went against a guy that's got experience on you, size on you, and you showed heart. You held in there till the end. Kaiser showed a new patient version of himself too, showing growth.
Still got the finish.
And still got the finish, absolutely. And at the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, on the record books, TKO.
Absolutely. And you get to do it again here at Ballpark Village to a massive crowd. You're all on the big screens, and it's Bally Sports Live. Look at that. Yeah, exciting times. We'll throw it up to the cage. Mike Kendall with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Tim Francis, calls a stop to the fight. 2 minutes, 37 seconds into the third and final round, declaring your winner by TKO, Jake Just Bleed Kaiser.
I'm here with your winner, Jake Kaiser. Jake, tough fight. You look like you're in there having a good time. You're smiling the whole time, laughing. How do you feel after that win?
Well, I said going into this fight, I wasn't looking at it so much like a game, but we're in here to kill each other, and right when I got in, I was like, fuck, this is too much fun, so here we are having fun, baby.
Yeah, he ate some big shots out of you. The kid was tough. You had him in some close finishes. Did you think you were going to end the fight?
I thought that head kick that landed was going to put him on the wobbly legs. That's a tough son of a bitch, and he commends some respect for taking this fight with a weight disadvantage and on short notice, so props to him.
Yeah, it was a great fight out of Noah, but Jake Kaiser, your winner. Let's hear it, Ballpark Village.
Jake Kaiser keeping the crowd in it. Very excited with that finish.
Very humble. Like he said, he gave him a bunch of props, went up a weight class, short notice. Like I said, I love this kid. He's a good dude.
He'll have a place on a future NFA card, do you
Absolutely.
think? Maybe
I actually have something in plan. However, I'm not going to tell you because a little gripe for me right now. I've had 3 matches stolen from me after I mentioned them on air, so you'll see it when it comes out.
No, I can appreciate that, and I also appreciate that we've got another big one. Logan Jones versus Mason McMunn is our next fight, another MMA fight. And you know what? That's brought to you by Unrivaled Realty. Adam Sella, Lance DeClue. Had a great night so far. I think this one's going to step it up. Let's take it to maybe Mike Kendall in the cage.
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, on now to our 4th match tonight. Now making his way to the blue corner, Mason McMunn.
Mason McMunn, again, he's going up against Logan Jones. Lance, what do you got on Mason McMunn for us?
So Mason McMunn, he trains with Zach McCoy, who we know is just a little demon at 125. I talked to Zach, and Zach told me when he used to get in fights back in the day, Mason's the guy he called. Mason, when you look next to each other, because Logan looks like a bodybuilder,
yes.
As you guys were both at weigh-ins, the crowd popped when he flexed.
Yes.
But as we know, looks doesn't always mean anything. Mason has a wrestling background that he can try to exploit, and like I said, apparently Zach calls him when he needs him. He's a tough guy, and McCoy said actually that if McMunn doesn't win, he doesn't know what to say because McMunn to him is a killer. So.
Out of DeSoto, Missouri, you know a little bit about that, Lance?
Yeah, I know a little bit about DeSoto, just a little bit.
He steps into the cage. His opponent's going to be Logan Jones. Correct me if I'm wrong. Saw him fight at NFA 14.
Yes.
Strong finish, if I remember right. Everybody was very excited. Expect a big crowd pop whenever Logan makes his walk. Mike Kendall's got it.
And now his opponent making his way to the red corner, Logan Jones.
Logan Jones, the impressive physical specimen, as Lance mentioned.
Muscle shark.
Adam Sella, what do you got on Logan Jones for the people watching at home?
So Logan Jones, here's the deal, guys. I train with Logan Jones all the time. I've helped him to get ready for this fight. I will call it as biased as possible because I'm probably his toughest critic, right? What he doesn't know is he's coming out to this song. I came out to this song in that previous fight we talked about in Sweden.
Yep.
So I don't, and I don't know if he realized that I had the whole Cellamania thing going on. So a little bit, I think he's fanboying.
Yeah, he came out last pay-per-view too, and I thought of you because of Cellamania.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah.
But here's the deal: Logan is in the gym every single day. He takes his off days and he rests. Yes, he's a physical specimen. He's a big, strong kid for this weight class. For 135-pound weight class, he's a big, strong kid. I look for him to move up to 145 after this because he does carry a lot of muscle. Yeah. Carrying all that muscle usually takes a lot of blood, a lot of oxygen, but this kid can't go, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got abs on abs. It's crazy.
He's built just like me. The deal, though, is being one-on-one. He doesn't, and he's even said this, he's like, I don't have the experience to know what I like, what I don't like, but I know the things that we've worked on for this fight that he's worked on at ESMMA, which is becoming one of the premier gyms to go to here in St. Louis. Yeah. I expect, I guess because I train with him, I expect a lot out of Logan, but I know he has a tough test ahead of him in Mason McMunn.
Well, that's what it's all about. As we move down the card, the crowd is settled in. They're looking for a big fight. I think we're going to see fireworks once again.
I think so as well.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds and an amateur MMA bout in the NFA catchweight at 140 pounds, brought to you tonight by Unrivaled Realty. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This smash jitsu style fighter stands 5'11", weighed in 135 pounds. Tonight, he is making his amateur debut, training independently, fighting out of DeSoto, Missouri, Mason, the Iron Fist McMunn. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a striking Viking, standing 5'7", weighed in 140 pounds. Yields an amateur record, 1 win, 1 defeat. That win coming by way of knockout. Representing ESMMA, fighting out of Hillsboro, Missouri, Logan Hulk Hogan Jones. Your referee, Josh Stewart.
Great job by Mike Kendall. Adam, it's going to be exciting. You settled in?
This is exciting, guys. It's I'm personally invested in this fight, and I look forward to Logan coming out and doing exactly what we planned. But the thing is that though is McMunn is longer, rangier,
good shot,
and he's got good boxing. That's what we've always known. He's got good boxing. Logan tries to get in on the fit in with the takedown.
Here's where the strength of Logan's going to show.
Big takedown.
Yep. That's where Logan needs to be a bully.
Well, this is where Logan, anybody needs to slow it down and realize where you're at. He's in no danger. McMunn is in no danger, really. It's kind of like, it's not 50-50. It's probably like 70-30, you know what I mean?
I do like that McMunn's looking at his corner for advice. You can see him looking over there.
Yeah, but what I would like to see is Logan lace those legs Khabib style, right? Get that leg under there so that McMunn cannot work his way up, right? And then you can start climbing the tree, starting getting up.
Grabbing the cage.
But see, Logan clearly is very strong. He's got his hands locked.
McMunn had a crossface there. I don't know if he knows about that, but he might have been able to pry Logan off right there.
Right in front of the UFC Hall of Famer Matt Hughes over there.
Not a bad crowd, huh?
Oh, no. you know Hughes loves this type of work. Mason trying not to grab the cage. You see him keep showing the ref his hands are open.
I don't know if Mason's laughing, smiling, or what.
I think he's laughing because he's trying not to grab the cage, and the referee said something, so he's showing him that his hands are open. He's just having fun in there, even though he's not in the best position.
Logan needs to start punching to pass a little bit. Knee to the body right there, knee to the leg, anything just to keep the fight active.
Oh, there he goes. He's peppering him now.
See, you start throwing shots.
Mason peppering back.
But with the hands locked like that, All he's got to do is just bump on the cage and pull him back.
This is another one of those looks, though, because if you looked at two body builds, you would think Logan would run through him, but Mason's is a game opponent. You can tell he has the technique. This is a fight, and we talk about it all the time. Cage work is boring to the crowd, but it's actually one of the hardest parts of MMA.
Yeah, Logan, keep those hands locked. You got to try to bump off that cage and do a nice twist, and just a little bit of a lift, and he's going down. He's got that S grip right there.
Mason's got some good he's got his hooks in though pretty good.
Yeah. His hands are broke now. Bump off and just start striking and re-shot in. You know that it's simple, right? I say it's simple, but I've done it forever.
Oh, nice overright. Then he lost his balance a bit on that. Look at Mason
drives right to the corner. Nice fit in, but Mason with great defense right there. Sprawls.
I think Mason might have messed up a little bit. He got a little anxious and went to run in with a strike, and Logan recognized it and shot in real quick.
Yeah, well, see right here though, what I'm seeing is Logan is really fighting for takedowns. And now, we've said it in previous fights, it's very, very tiresome, to get to fight for that takedown. It's tiresome to get taken down and then you make him get back up. But once you get back up, it's a battle all again.
Agreed. Unrivaled Realty's getting their money's worth tonight. Another great start to an MMA match right here at NFA 15 at Ballpark Village.
Mason's having fun in there. He's just smiling and laughing. He just had a muscle shark lay on him for a whole round.
I thought it was a bit of an emotional reaction, almost a deer in the headlights. His first fight, big crowd and everything. But I think you're right. I think he's enjoying it, or maybe he doesn't know enough to know he's in trouble.
I didn't like at first how he's looking at the crowd, smiling, like, oh, he ain't even taking it seriously. But he didn't know. I was wrong. It's just him. That's how he is.
Round 2 coming up with the PBR St. Louis Gal. What do you think's happening in round 2?
There's a couple things right here. So with Mason, he's got the range and he's proven that it's hard to take him down. He needs to implement his boxing a little bit more. And on the flip side, Logan's got to start working on some kicks and punches because the wrestling won him that round, but is very tiresome and it's not going to get you. It's not working the way he originally had thought.
A little too one-dimensional.
Yes. I would like to see some strikes into a takedown.
Oh, he's got a cage. He got cage. Looks like the cage cut him on the back.
Ooh, nice left
jab.
Hook. So
Mason acknowledges.
The one thing we've been working on is Logan hits really hard.
And Mason's just eating him right now.
So
good takedown.
The thing with Logan is we worked on striking, but right now he's in a bit of a guillotine.
He's almost in the kitchen. He's got to watch that. What's the kitchen is when you're on the same side. You do not want to be there. That's the
I've never heard that in my whole life. It must be a DeSoto thing. He's in the kitchen over there getting himself.
I didn't train in DeSoto. I'm just from DeSoto.
See, I like Logan backing up and using his striking. He's got good strikes. But see, this is where Mason pumps that jab. He's going to pump that jab, but he's not. That's what he needs to do.
But to your point, Logan would open things up with some leg kicks as well.
Well, that's what we worked on was low calf kicks. We worked on low calf kicks the whole time.
Mason's a little unorthodox with his striking, too. They're landing, and he seems to be very accurate. They're just coming from different angles, and they're very straight.
Yeah, I like Logan working these leg kicks.
Oh, good left hook.
Nice hook. Oh, again. Mason's just
Logan's
eating him.
finding a shot with that. If he starts pumping that jab, faking that hook, and then countering, got to keep that chin down, though.
Mason needs to quit looking at his corner when they talk to him, though.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, that looking at your corner is literally an inexperienced thing, right?
Yeah.
And my son is 12, and during wrestling, he looks at me every time. I almost want to smack him in the face. Like, stop it.
I get that, yeah.
I don't even like you, kid.
He's using the C grip to try to get back up.
So what I like about what Logan just did, and what Mason's trying to do is get up, but what Logan did was got him into almost a stand-up fight.
Yes.
And then blasted through a takedown, got him in his own corner.
Yeah, as we talked about earlier, he was being too one-dimensional. He mixed it up quite nicely this time.
Well, close to his corner, but yeah. But see, right here, Logan's got a lot of pressure. This is where you just dig that shoulder in their chin, start hitting little shots like that. You got 45 seconds. I wouldn't have done that.
No, PG, yeah, he rushed that.
He got excited, but right here, Logan get a technical get up. I think he should disengage, is what I think. Disengage. because you're getting takedowns and you're winning, and that's awesome. But it's a very high output move.
Yes.
And you've got another round because I mean he's hit Mason McMunn with some shots, and he's eating them. And Logan doesn't hit light. Like I know we joke about 135ers, but he's big.
No, he again, like it's almost the Sean Shirk thing where he's short and just stocky as heck.
He is. Another good round out of both these guys. I think Logan won the fight. I don't know why they're talking. They're setting up a play date, maybe.
Logan was complaining about something. I don't know if Mason hit him in the back of the head, but there was a little bit of complaints, and Mason was apologizing.
Yeah. So out of that second round, guys, I think Logan won that round.
Yes.
But right here, if being the unbiased part of it, what Mason needs he's gonna need a finish.
Yeah.
He's got to keep this standing because if you watch, Logan's keeping his chin up when he's striking. You just start firing straight punches down the middle, and hopefully one of them puts his lights out.
And the best chance Mason had so far is he's hit him with a couple of those straight punches.
He has. He's hit him a bit.
What I don't want to see is Mason looking at his corner and also freezing for about half a second after Logan lands he just landed about 4 or 5 clean punches.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then on the counter of that, you don't want Logan getting too cocky and then eating one too.
Correct. Hey, another great matchup.
These boys are going to war.
Shout out to Mike Kendall, hyping up the crowd.
Mike Kendall, one of the best in the business. The voice of Nemesis Fighting the Lions NFA. Third round, here we go. Both guys look like they still got a bunch of energy.
Yeah, they both look really fresh. He just eating those Mason does not show pain. He's almost like a Terminator style.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Well, Mason he threw a good uppercut that barely missed. I like those dirty little uppercuts like that. And being a longer fighter, I like making that uppercut long and lanky, just like whenever, if you remember, Gustafsson fought Teixeira.
Yes.
He landed a couple really clean uppercut, 1-4, but they were long.
Turn your hips.
See, right here, the one thing that I don't know if it's common knowledge, but if you got them on the cage, if you just drive into them and get a bump,
you get that
they
bounce
will
back.
Damn near take themselves down.
Yeah,
and then you can get some big high toss, highlight reel looking knockdown or takedown, and it makes you feel good.
Randy Couture made a living out of that, especially in the heavyweight division.
Oh yeah. See, right here, I think Mason's got to really get that distance and try to get back to his feet.
He's got to get untied right now. Logan's got those leg ties, and he ain't gonna do a whole. He ain't gonna be able to move.
Logan's doing a great job. He's got to get his head out and start picking up shots. Right here, Logan's got a full mount.
He's looking for a head and arm, maybe.
He's got a
cage is in the way.
He needs to get that left hand free start punch, and you keep that right hand as a base. Put that right hand in his armpit, and then you're posting off, right?
Right. Oh, there you go.
Those are heavy shots, and that choke is in. That's under the chin. That's under the chin.
Yeah, it is.
That's under the chin. Oh, this fight's over.
He's holding on to.
He's out. He's out.
Again,
wow.
the strength.
Mason.
Oh,
McMunn.
now he's coming. Now
Logan's got to get back to his feet.
Here comes some revenge. The crowd erupting for it too.
Wow, last minute.
What a fight.
And this is what McMunn needs. He's down 2 rounds to nothing. He has to separate, and he's going to get some distance between the two of them.
He had a chance to finish the fight, and the inexperience is what happened there.
He rushed it. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is both these guys are very, very new to the game.
They are.
So it's going to happen with everyone, right? And that's why we like these fights at NFA. The matchmaker, Lance DeClue, did a pretty okay job with this.
Thank you.
That was very kind of you, Adam.
So to Adam's point there, what we saw there was both inexperiences. Mason, well, first of all, Logan jumped on that rear naked without being completely set. And then on the return, when Mason was firing back, he got too anxious and he got too overconfident, came in too fast, and ended up losing his position.
Yeah, if Mason would have dropped his weight down and just kept, and he would have had Logan's back at that point. Yeah. But right here, we got about 15 seconds before Logan walks away with the win. And barring something crazy out of Mason McMunn, I think that's where we're at.
I agree with you.
It looks to be that way. I'm interested to hear what you have to say, Adam, about what Logan's team is going to say to him after a win, but maybe there's a bunch of spots for improvement.
So there's always room for improvement. I don't care who you are, you can always improve. What Logan did here, and he's going to need to work on, is he's going to have to work on calming down, not getting anxious, and that's just an experience thing.
Yeah. Adam's going to head up to the ring for our post-fight interview. and Mike Kendall's going to give us the official decision here in just a second. Lance DeClue, I'm going to give you compliments all night. Another great one for people watching at home, for people watching here live at Ballpark Village. Plenty of action, and you got to see contrasting styles at that beginner's level.
As much as I love hearing the credit, I got to give it to the fighters, though. They trained. They trained. They made it the war. I just put them in there. I mean, that's just all there's
humble
to it.
all around at this commentary table. I'll deal with it. I love it. A+ so far on the night. NFA 15 live at Ballpark Village. That fight at 140 catchweight, again, brought to you by Unrivaled Realty, getting plenty of time with the full time going. We'll throw it to Mike Kendall, your official decision here in downtown St. Louis.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges score this bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Logan Hulk Hogan Jones.
I'm here with your winner, Logan Jones. Logan, take out your mouthpiece. There you go. So, we were over there talking. You hit him with some solid shots. Power on punches comes from the lower half, and you, sir, have got a dump truck back there. Are you shocked he didn't fall down?
Honestly, yeah. I caught him on a couple shots that I could tell rocked him. I should have followed it with another one, but, I'm still pretty new to this. But there was one especially, I hit that overhand 6. I felt it connect. He's still standing. I'm like, shit, this dude tough as hell.
You hit him with some good shots. The groundwork was great. The wrestling was there. I'm pretty sure that when you go back to the gym, I know what they're going to say to you. I've been there. Eric's a great coach, one of the top coaches here in the area. What do you want next for yourself? Okay, that's fantastic. Everybody, let's hear it for Logan Jones.
Hey, one thing.
Hang on.
Listen, for all you fighters that are short or people give you shit for being short, I need you to take a look at it and be like, listen, here's what I say. Hey, it's hard being 5 feet 7 inches of twisted steel and sex appeal, but I'm out here doing it, baby.
Wow. All right, guys, let's give it back to Mike Kendall.
Adam Sella, not impressed with somebody he trained with to bring him back for that. Wow,
and
what a great.
Please.
Well, Logan's stealing another line. That's also not original.
With their interview.
We'll deal with it.
Hi, thank you for joining me, Dillon Tolbert, pro fighter of the main event. Now, thank you for taking the time to talk with me. We were talking behind the stage about the last-minute switch-up. Is this going to be your 8th time in the main event?
It's something like that. I know I've been to the main event back-to-back. Just whenever you're exciting, that's what happens, I guess.
How do you think this will affect your performance tonight?
I don't think it's going to affect it all. It's what I'm used to. It's what I was expecting, so...
All right, do you think the placement on the card at all affects the output that you give in the fight, especially considering you had mentioned that you like to be first for once in your career?
Well, I just feel like I'm getting to that stage in my career that I'm ready to move on to the next level. I'm tired of being the main event. I want to be the first fight on the card with people a lot more exciting than me above me, and it's been a while since I've been there, so...
I do feel that. Now, do you like to watch videos of your opponent and train, or do you prefer to adapt in the cage as you go?
I mean, I watch my tapes. I get my game, who I figure I'm fighting. I get all that figured out, and then I like to just go with the flow in the cage with everything I got planned. So.
All right. Now, this is going to be your 16th pro fight of your career. You've had 15 under your belt. Where do you see yourself going from here?
I'm not really too sure. I just do this because it's what I love to do, and I plan on coming right back to it. So we'll see where it goes.
All right. Well, good luck tonight. Do you have any shout-outs?
I wanted to give a shout out to Studio 573, Aaron Bidlick, Marcel Blake for giving me a home back in Jefferson City. Then my family, friends, everyone that gives me all the support, thank you.
All right, well, thank you. Good night, good luck, and we'll get back to you.
Chris Denman, Lance DeClue, Adam Sella, live at Ballpark Village. Cage side, we're going to have our 5th fight of the night. Herman Rich and Clayton Berry. I believe my friend Mike Kendall is going to tell us about it to keep the crowd hyped right here at Ballpark Village.
St. Louis, are you guys enjoying yourselves so far tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, on now to our 5th bout of the evening. Now making his way to the blue corner, Clayton Berry.
Clayton Berry's coming in. This fight is at, I believe, 145 pounds. Big matchup against Herman Rich. This fight brought to you by Gillies Groundwork, live at Ballpark Village tonight, downtown St. Louis. Mr. DeClue, what do we have for Clayton Berry?
Well, Clayton Berry comes out at SCMMA, which is, it's a nationwide known gym. They have plenty of UFC fighters. They've had plenty of UFC fighters, Bellator, PFL, all that. Well-known pro gym. This is amateurs. Their amateurs are trained like they're pros. Clayton Berry, though he hasn't fought in a while, he's been very active in grappling tournaments, training. So there is a delay since his last fight, but there might be some cage rust, but as far as actual training and fighting, he's been still doing it.
I do love seeing Mike Rogers come out with these fighters. He's a legend around here.
Absolutely.
Hard-nosed fighter, great fighter himself, and has done more in coaching than he did in a very successful professional MMA career and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu career.
And guys, what I like is that right after that intermission, we take that intermission and it's almost like an introduction to the next level of competition, right? So we had a lot of newer guys. Now we're seeing a little bit more experience with 2-1. I know Herman Rich has been through the ringer a few times.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that he, has taken time off from competing in MMA. He's in the gym every single day.
Absolutely.
And I know Mike Rogers has his guys always ready.
It's going to be a tough one against Herman Rich tonight. I will remind everybody, tonight's fight brought to you by Gillies Groundwork. Just saw the fellas from the Midwestern come in. Again, thanks to them for letting us have the weigh-ins there yesterday. Another excellent place downtown. Ballpark Village is bustling tonight. Got all the decorations we talked about. These guys are ready. Let's see who the crowd favors in this one. I have a feeling it's going to be fireworks once again. Thanks to the fighters and Lance DeClue for putting this together.
And now his opponent making his way to the red corner, Herman Rich.
Herman Rich kicked things off last time at NFA 14. It was one of the first few fights we got to see. Tonight, what do you think for Herman? What's he got to do to win, Adam?
So Herman comes out of that Ray Norris gym again. And we've seen already, those guys are all very, very, very tough. The thing with Herman Rich, though, is he's super tough, but he's also really, really skilled. He's got a lot of talent. His record does not indicate his talent level, in my opinion.
No.
But he's also taken a lot of tough fights. But he's got a wealth of experience in having 9 fights. You know what I mean? 9 amateur fights is kind of a lot, right? And now the issue is all these guys coming up are so well trained and they're all so good that he has a little bit of a lopsided record, but to me it does not indicate his talent. He's just taking tough fights. Like he has another one right here tonight.
One thing when I was talking to Herman, to your point, I had said that. I go, man, you can't get a break. He's like, yeah, you've had all hard fights. And he looked me in the eyes, and I love this because he goes, yeah, but all those losses were my fault. I was like, there you go.
You know Clayton Berry's taking him very serious. 2-1 versus 4-5. Kicking off the, as Adam very aptly mentioned, kind of the next level up in the fight tonight, NFA 15. Let's throw it inside the cage to Mike Kendall.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in amateur MMA in the NFA featherweight division, brought to you tonight by Gillies Groundwork. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5'11", weight in 144.4 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 2 wins, 1 defeat. Both of those wins coming by way of submission. Representing St. Charles MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Clayton Berry. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist standing 5'10", weight in 144.9 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 4 wins, 5 defeats, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout and 1 by way of submission. Representing Wise Warriors MMA, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Herman Rich. Your referee, Tim Francis.
Crowd's into it, gonna have another banger.
Yeah, guys, I'm excited for this one. I'm just gonna say, I want to see a big knockout right in the first round. Let's get this crowd on their feet.
Here we go, touch of the gloves. And to Adam's point, you see the experience already with the way they even line up there.
Oh, that guillotine is...
Oh, that is...
It's tight.
It's tight.
That's a Darce now.
Darce.
That's tight.
That is tight.
He's out.
He's out.
Wow. Wow. That's what I wanted. That was cool.
Adam called.
There you go.
We get a finish.
Not a knockout, but
immediately. Now, something here. Are they still counting this as a TKO?
No, that's a submission.
At a time,
it's a referee stoppage.
At a time, there was a point where you definitely could lose some, or have a suspension from an athletic commission for a finish like that. Might still be like that. What do we have, guys?
Well, you get 7 days regardless. I don't think there'll be a suspension after that. He didn't take a single shot.
Adam Sella's going to head in the cage to interview Mr. Clayton Berry with the fastest finish of the night.
I mean, Herman came out like a cannonball, and Clayton just grabbed him and said, "You're mine now."
I don't
That's
know
that SCMMA.
I don't know what else you want if you're Mike Rogers and the folks at SCMMA.
That's that Gracie lineage, Voggy, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. No notes, Mr. Berry.
Yeah.
let's
Gracie lineage by way of Voggy.
Yes, absolutely. That's so tough, too. You know, both these guys train their tails off.
Oh, they did, yeah. Poor Herman, yeah, because like he's, you know, no shots taken.
Yep, grinding out 10 fights now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Tim Francis, calls a stop to this fight in just 17 seconds of the very first round for your winner by Anaconda choke, Clayton Berry.
Gracious in defeat, Herman Rich.
Well, that's the fight game, you know. Like we talked about, he had 9 fights.
I'm here with your winner, Clayton Berry. Clayton, quick first round submission. You slipped that choke right in there. Is that something that you do all the time?
Oh yeah, St. Charles MMA, Team Vog, we practice that every day. Stand up, Team Voggy, stand up, let's go!
Yeah, you have Mike Rogers here in your corner. Mike Rogers is a wealth of knowledge, one of the best coaches that I've ever met. Coming from a superior jiu-jitsu background, I was kind of hoping we'd see some stand-up fighting right there. I come from that background, but that got me excited. What's next for you?
I'm gonna get right back in there, fight in January. I'm looking to fight 4 or 5 times a year. Whatever Mike says goes. I'm gonna get back to St. Charles MMA and start training.
All right, guys, you heard it from your winner, Clayton Berry.
And as we talked about it, what Mike Rogers says goes.
No one blinked an eye as he said that. Clayton Berry, big win over Herman Rich on the fastest finish of the evening so far. Up next, we've got Kendall Whitehead, Arvin Mills. Now, this is not going to be an MMA fight, I believe. This is going to be kickboxing. That's right, at 155 pounds. What can you tell me about Mr. Arvin Mills? Lance the clue.
So he's a veteran. He's putting himself in bad situations. Well, I say bad situations. He's known as a ground guy. So he's doing these kickboxing and boxing matches because he's wanting to go pro. He wants to prove he can. If he has a great performance tonight, he's going to do Golden Gloves. He has a great performance Golden Gloves, he's going pro. He wants to get a couple pro fights in before he retires.
Makes sense. I'm excited to get back to a kickboxing match. We'll throw it over to Mike Kendall in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving right along to our 6th bout of the night. We go to amateur kickboxing now, making his way to the blue corner, Arvin Mills.
I get my good side the whole time. I gained some weight, but I'm losing.
Arvin Mills making his way out the catwalk. Another kickboxing matchup, exciting. We'll see if this holds true to Adam Sella's very true theory at this point that it's going to be a level up. Big finish in the first MMA fight. Will this be an elevated kickboxing matchup?
I think that it will be. I think Arvin brings a lot of experience in between kickboxing and MMA.
Another one of those that's tough, too.
Yeah, and he's super tough. That's the thing you can't teach. You cannot teach someone to be tough, right? So Arvin, I know, can get hit and will just walk through. We've seen a lot of guys actually tonight kind of walk through stuff like RoboCop. But I know Arvin Mills will do that because I've seen his experience. And the one thing I do want to point out, these guys are not wearing shin pads, right? So the first kickboxing fight we saw, brand new guys, they both wore shin pads. These guys said, I don't think so, babe. Like, we're going to feel it.
It goes back to that point you made earlier. We're seeing the next level. After the intermission, we come back with the next level, and that shows, hence, no shin pads.
Mike Kendall in the cage.
His opponent now making his way to the red corner, Kendall Whitehead.
Kendall Whitehead coming out. We heard lots of great things from Adam Sella earlier. It's game time, Adam. What's Kendall got to do to impress you in this next match?
Well, what Kendall has to do is to impress me, he's got to win. But Kendall, I know, is very, very, very talented. Kendall he's one of those guys, at Eric's gym at ESMMA, he trains every day, and then he coaches a lot of classes. And the one thing that I learned from when I used to coach classes is it made me a better fighter, because I would actually fix myself with like little tips and things like that, right? Yeah. So what I want to see out of Kendall right here, he's got a big impressive record of 5-1. Kendall's always in shape. He's got Eric in his corner. Eric comes from a kickboxing background, and I believe that's why Kendall has turned into such a good kickboxer from more of a wrestling background. I do wish Kendall would go back to an MMA type fight, but at the same time, I'm also very happy with just kickboxing. And I know that with Kendall, it's always, he knows he can win. He knows he can win. In his head, it's like, how am I going to win?
Yeah.
Right?
I had asked him, hey, when do I get you back in MMA? And he told me probably next time.
Yeah, and I would like to see that. You know, the thing about Kendall is he is so good. Arvin is so good. And these guys are both tough. I'm excited for this fight for a couple different reasons.
Crowd's excited too. Mike Kendall's going to get us ready in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of amateur kickboxing in the NFA lightweight division, brought to you tonight by Prime Healthcare Centers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This boxer and kickboxer stands 5'11", weighed in 162 pounds. He holds an amateur kickboxing record, 2 wins, 3 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Representing Vinci Martial Arts and fighting out of Marion, Illinois, Arvin Mills. His opponent across the NFA cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a Muay Thai kickboxer standing 5'11", weighed in 156.3 pounds. He holds an amateur kickboxing record, 5 wins, 1 defeat, with 4 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Representing ESMMA in fitness, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Kendall Hollywood Whited. Your referee, Josh Stewart.
Arvin Mills coming up from Marion, Illinois, taking on the hometown fighter, Kendall Whited.
Here we go.
Touch of the gloves, and these guys are off.
Little picky boo from Mills.
Yeah, you can see Kendall's trying to keep that distance a little bit. Arvin, ooh! Kendall almost knocked himself down with that head kick. Jeez.
Good leg kicks.
So Kendall does that weird inside little sweep kick right there like that. It's my dad actually used to do that, just messing with us as kids. But he sets it up to show that teep kick, and then he'll bring a roundhouse kick and the speed.
Oh, nice by Arvin there.
That's what you have to worry about with Arvin, is he will fight, and he is a gamer. Ooh, Kendall got hit in the beans there.
Well, you got to find a way to slow down Kendall's kicks. That's one way.
Yeah. I'll say that the left coming after that right, that's super fast. Are we going to see more of that? Surely we will.
Yeah. You're going to see explosion out of both these guys. Now, I know Kendall's fine because we've had conversation. He doesn't even know how to use that thing. So let's just stand up and let's start trading, guys.
Do little hops, get him back out. You'll be good.
While we wait, we'll make sure that you know that Prime is making this fight happen, and they're getting their money's worth from the commentary table. Adam Sella keeping it light and keeping it moving. I'll say that much here at Ballpark Village.
What I do wonder now, though, is Kendall going to slow down a little bit? Right?
I mean, it's possible, yeah.
I'm going to bet no.
This could also been one of those where they both can focus a little more now because that second.
Why just say they're going to slow down? Because the adrenaline dump. Okay, we took a little break. You guys can see the technical improvement of both these guys. Kendall with some head movement.
Yeah. Mills' boxing is looking pretty decent.
Arvin is coming heavy. Nice jab out of Kendall. Arvin's got that the low hand. Oh, right hook lands.
I feel like Arvin's boxing more than kickboxing. I know he's throwing kicks, but I feel like he's more boxing.
So Kendall landed a good right hook. I was going to say, I want to see a left head kick after that right hook. I know he likes that.
Ooh, that was flush on the, right back out.
Good body defense out of Kendall. Watch that elbow. Does Arvin look like he's breathing heavy?
I just think he's got his mouth open.
Just a mouth breather?
Yeah. Which is not good in a kickboxing fight.
Well, because he's throwing fast.
Yeah.
Kendall just ate a little right hand.
But no, I do agree. But Arvin's mouth is open. But he's moving too good to be tired already, I would think.
Yeah, Kendall with some nice boxing right there, picking shots, sticking and moving.
He snuck in a nice little hook there, too, that if you blinked, you didn't see.
Yeah.
Come on, last 10 seconds.
Nice jab out of Kendall Whited.
Yeah, there you go.
Whited in the pink shorts.
So guys, I'm impressed with both these guys straight boxing, right?
Yes.
Kendall was a lot more technical and, as you could just say, pretty.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
But Arvin is just gritty and grindy. He's going to come in there and just start throwing punches, and something's going to land. It's going to hurt. Kendall took a couple good shots there. Arvin ate a couple really good, solid jabs.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Arvin needs to make it a dogfight.
Yeah, and I actually think the kicking is going to be the difference here, because I don't think Arvin really threw too many kicks. I think Kendall threw a lot of kicks. Kendall's game is very kick heavy, but so is Eric Steenberg's. And I think that's going to be the difference maker, because Arvin's hitting with punches, Kendall's hitting with punches, but Kendall's landed some good kicks, and those to the judges look good.
And they're fast. I was really impressed by Kendall's speed on those kicks and how fast he throws them, like multiples.
Yeah, he's a super explosive kid.
Here comes the second round, brought to you by Prime, live here at Ballpark Village in downtown St. Louis.
I don't really see much of what anybody, can do better. You know what I mean? They both have pretty good game plans. I'd tell Arvin to maybe chop that leg a little bit more.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, they both stick to the plan and just whichever one breaks first.
Yeah, Kendall's doing a good job of pumping that jab and then getting right out of range. And then right there, he got too close to where Arvin couldn't land the solid shots.
Got a throat punch. There he goes. He's got him on. Oh,
that's a knockdown.
Yep, that's a knockdown.
Arvin hurt his foot.
Yep. That's that toughness we talked about.
Yeah, I think he might have twisted his ankle.
Yeah.
No. Fight is over.
He didn't want it to be.
Guys, so here's the deal. Josh Stewart made the call.
He did.
What he did was he made the call in the better judgment for the fighter, right?
In the interest of the fighter.
Yeah. Arvin's having a hard time. He was having a hard time walking. Now he looks kind of fine. So it's going to be real interesting to see, reactions of this. But Kendall won the first round. He started picking shots, dropped him. You would have to assume that more of that would have incurred.
You may have just saved it from a nasty knockout too. If you're compromised like that, you're gonna leave something open.
Or Arvin throws another kick and hits it again and breaks a foot, or
and again too, very pumped to be here, but at this level, let's not risk that.
Well, and the ref's number one job is to protect the fighter. And I know sometimes we get upset with them, the fans get upset with them, but in the end of it, it's their judgment. They have to live with themselves, and I guarantee all of them will tell you, I'd rather stop a fight early than too late.
And you can always get it back. Mike Kendall's going to get us the official decision. This one brought to you by Prime.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, calls a stop to the fight. 40 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Kendall Hollywood Whited.
I'm here with your winner, Kendall Whited. Kendall, impressive performance. It looked like Arvin kind of hurt his knee a little bit, but I think you were kind of putting the punches on him, and he was dropping anyway. How do you feel about that stoppage?
Oh, I love the stoppage. I felt him kind of wilting towards the end anyways. I just think it was him looking for a way out, but good fight.
So the thing with Arvin, he's always very tough, and we said going into this, you're going to be much more technical, which that proved. But he brought the dog out. He came out and hit you a little bit, but what I saw was really good head movement, great composure. You were sticking, you were moving. What do you think is going to be next for you?
Hopefully I can get a couple more fights under my belt amateur, and then hopefully turn pro so I can make some money.
We can't wait to see it. Kendall Whited, ladies and gentlemen.
Sella with the in-cage exclusive post-fight interview.
Well, anytime Adam can get on camera, he's going to take that opportunity.
and we appreciate that about him. Marines all walking around. Everybody's looking good.
Arvin just came over and talked to us. He's very disappointed. He wanted to continue.
Again, totally get it. Yeah. And you can't fault him. Can't fault the ref. I really, it's a tough situation.
The fighter wants to fight, but the ref's number one job is to protect him.
Absolutely. We'll keep it moving. Our next fight as we push forward. Guess what, guys?
What?
Fight 7. That's a heavyweight fight. Lamont Watson, Rick Randolph.
David versus Goliath?
It kind of is. There is a height difference. I did see Lamont Watson just absolutely game fight last time we were here at Ballpark Village, NFA 14. He put up a huge fight. He surprises people. We'll see that tonight as well.
This is the fight I was most excited for, guys.
Here comes Mike Kendall in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the feature bout of the night here at Nemesis 15. Now making his way to the blue corner, Rick Randolph.
Rick Randolph comes out first. He does have the height advantage. What do you think, Mr. DeClue?
Well, he has the height and the size, but that's always going to be Lamont's issue. So what I love about Rick, as you see him doing the baby shark, he doesn't fight for the platform as opposed to become like a fighter. He fights because he's trying to help teach kids and get on a platform where he can talk to people who maybe have a hard time with adult life, that are going from kids to adult, that maybe haven't had the best childhood. I love what Rick's doing. He uses this platform to try to better society and try to better his hometown, and I love that in everybody's hometown.
I love that. Rick Randolph coming in from Chicago, Illinois, iHeartMedia, Media Outlaws, Taco King, Midwestern, Prime, JC's AC, HKA USA, Gilly's Groundwork, Brad Carey's Unrivaled Realty, all of our great sponsors tonight here at Ballpark Village. Adam Sella, Lance DeClue, Chris Denman, ready for our first heavyweight match of the night. Will we see fireworks in this fight, Mr. Sella?
100% we will. When I saw Rick Randolph, him and Lamont weighed in yesterday, this is a huge dude, right? He's a big boy. He's big, he's strong, he's got the size advantage, and he's already having a good time. So that tells me he's feeling ready.
Yeah, he put Dan Hernandez away with a liver shot, and you heard it.
It was. It was strong. And we'll throw it up to our man, Mike Kendall.
His opponent now making his way to the red corner, Lamont Watson.
I don't know if you heard that. Lamont Watson has at least one very excited family member here.
He's becoming a star fast. He's such a likable guy, and look, he doesn't look like a fighter.
Right.
But man, can he throw hands?
Out of Flager Fight Systems. Adam Sella, what are you thinking for Lamont Watson in this one with
Lamont
the size
Watson,
of it?
The thing I like about him is he, like Lance said, he's kind of got that Roy Nelson build where he doesn't really look too dangerous. But I gotta say, I was never a shredded guy. I always was kind of a little chubby, like a melted candle type body, right?
Yeah.
That's what I always went with. But Lamont, the dude's a big boy. He's thick, and he has got power in both hands.
He's fast.
He's fast, and he's got cardio. Like the crazy thing about him is he basically defies everything you would think he is.
Absolutely.
And he is so nice. And we got people hitting us up on social media wanting to know when he's fighting again.
Yeah.
He's just that guy that has that it factor.
And I've said this before. When he first walked in his first weigh-ins, I thought I got this kid killed. I was like, oh no. But he went out there and he put on a show and he won. He did. And he's tough and talented.
Super proud to be here on my second one of these, NFA 15. I got to come in on NFA 14. I will say, the gentleman that he fought last time, I'm about 6'3", was about my size. I was like, this is gonna be ugly. And it was a great fight. Such a tough dude, and I'm excited to see Lamont again.
Lamont is a warrior. No question about it. But also one of the nicest guys you'll meet.
Hey, you gotta have a little bit of both sometimes. And we'll see where this goes tonight. Again, thank you so much to our friends at HK USA for sponsoring our first heavyweight fight of the night here at Ballpark Village. How about Mike Kendall?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the featured bout tonight at NFA 15 live on NFAfights.com and is scheduled for three-minute rounds of amateur MMA in the NFA heavyweight division. Brought to you tonight by HKA USA, the official glove of Nemesis Fighting Alliance. Pull out your phones and follow HKA USA on all social media outlets. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 6'1", weight in 245 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 1 win, 0 defeats. That win is coming by way of knockout. Representing Solid Elite, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Rick the Beast Randolph. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a striker standing 5'7", weight in 244 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 3 wins, 1 defeat, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. Representing Flagger Fight Systems, fighting out of East St. Louis, Illinois, Lamont Sweet Feet Watson. Your referee, Tim Francis.
Guys, I am pumped for this fight. I'm not going to lie. I probably won't talk too much. I'm going to be a fan.
Oh, you're good. I love it. And I'm going to comment. I didn't know his nickname was Sweet Feet.
Yeah. There's touch gloves. Here we go.
I'm nervous.
Southpaw versus righty. Rick doing a little feeling out.
Lamont changing levels super low.
Well, he doesn't have far to go. We talked about that.
Well, he's almost stalking Rick Randolph here.
There might have been something he's seen in tape. I know Rick's not taking him lightly. Rick says, he knows how he looks, but
nice body shot right there by Rick. Nice knee.
I like the composure so far as well.
Yeah, both these guys are showing good skill. Rick's showing the fans some love.
See, he's not really throwing. He's throwing those kicks, but he's pulling them.
He pulled.
Almost again, like we talked earlier, like a spar.
Yeah, but that's where you have to have that. I think he's just lacking the confidence that Sweet Feet's not going to grab him and toss him.
He's trying to get him in a dogfight, and see, this is what he did to Herrera.
Yeah.
He kind of was a little showboating to get Dan to come in so he could counter him.
I feel like that's what he was saying to the crowd as well.
I think Lamont needs to step that jab in hard, right down the middle.
Oh! He ate it.
I cannot believe that.
He just ate that.
In the words of Evan Elder, cheese and rice.
And he's smiling. Yeah, cheese and Evan Elder, yes.
Oh. If you were curious, Rick's got kicks.
Oh, wow.
So I like to see there, though, Watson had Randolph's back on the cage. That's when he needed to start doing some better pressure, but he let him circle out. He needs to cut him off better.
Nice body kick right there by Rick Randolph. Lamont takes it. He's taking it, but he's blocking it. It's not like he's just eating it.
I don't love that he's ducking down.
No, right to that knee in the head.
Yeah.
That kick's going to come up easy.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice exchange. Oh, both these guys.
Right in
They're right in front of us. There's a lot of...
Well, you saw Rick showed some respect there. He fired right away to make sure Lamont didn't come in on him. Okay. That clipped him. That clipped him.
It did not affect Lamont.
He's coming up swinging after every exchange.
Well, I mean, I don't think we've seen a fight where Lamont wasn't in a war, so he's definitely used to it.
Ooh, nice jab. Jinx.
Yeah. Owe me a Coke.
My kids felt that.
Lamont's kids felt that. I don't think he has any yet.
I've decided to stay retired.
That'll do it.
Maybe not.
But once again, though, Lamont no-sells it. No-sells it at all. That light didn't infect him.
First heavyweight fight of the night. It's going to round 2.
Yes, it is, guys.
Both men super calm.
I'm looking at both fighters. You're in a fight right now. The other dude is throwing some serious leather.
I don't like Rick Randolph staring at us. It's freaking me out. He's going to kick me in the body like that. I can't take it.
Oh, he's smiling with his eyes at him.
Well, that was a good round for Rick Randolph.
Very good. I'm excited to see some more of these jumping kicks.
I'm not. Jeez.
That's how you blow a knee. Don't even.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I never did fancy stuff like that, but I'm also not athletic.
HKA USA sure is. They're sponsoring tonight's heavyweight bout. A couple more fights left. Hope you're having fun. Tuned in at home. Nemesis 15 at Ballpark.
Lamont didn't get hit enough. He's over smacking himself. Goodness gracious.
So Lamont's got to get those hands going a little bit more. He's changing that level. Like, look how low he is. I don't mind the low stance because it keeps you agile. You can move in and out. And his hands are up for blocking the head kicks, stuff like that. But what he's got to do is he's got to explode up and in, because against a bigger fighter like that, you've got to close that distance. If he's trying to hit that overhand, you got to set it up with a jab or something. You can't just throw it.
When you talked about his comparison to Roy Nelson. Roy Nelson used to do that and then do this, like what I call the Mario punch, where he like basically jump up into the.
Yep. See, he stepped in and landed a good shot right there, but no effect to it.
I see why Adam switched me seats. I just got sweat thrown on me.
That'll do it.
Well, I gave you a better view of these wonderful PBR ring girls. Oh, Lamont takes a shot. He's wobbled.
The first time.
Body shot right there out of Randolph.
Rick's going for a kill. Rick's going for a kill.
Wow, this Rick Randolph is a scary, scary man. He senses blood in the water. He goes in.
And Lamont comes back again. No facial expression.
Ooh, nice
down the pipe.
Nice cross. Jeez. I like that Rick Randolph is going head body, stuff like that. But
I don't like that overhand. That overhand's a little sloppy.
The biggest compliment I got to give Rick Randolph, though, is his composure, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Lamont Watson has got great composure because he's taking these shots and coming back. But Rick Randolph is not going out there and, as they say, blowing his load all over the place.
He goes for a finish, sees he doesn't have it, and he resets.
Nice
I love that Lamont's going to that front line. It's been open the whole time, and they're so focused on worrying about those overhand rides.
It's starting to aggravate Rick. If you notice on Rick's face, it's starting to aggravate him a bit.
Yep.
And that could get him to make a mistake, which he hasn't yet.
Right hand out of Lamont Watson.
Rick said that was the back of the head.
Ooh, that was the front of the face.
Fellow, the expertise analyst. Ooh, that jobbed him there. Like a rock concert at the headbang. Yeah, Lamont's slowed down a lot. I think he's finally feeling it.
Ooh. Nice outside leg kick. He didn't put a lot of power on it, so I don't know if he's setting up like a head kick or what.
Good jabs.
Yeah. Good jab out of Lamont Watson.
Nice follow there.
He looks a little wobbly, I ain't gonna lie.
Some of that could be fatigue. I mean, they are heavyweights about to end the second round. And they've been putting on a show, too. It hasn't been a boring one.
Rick has taken some.
Wow, he's going in for that finish. But then, look, he has that great composure. He sees he's not finishing him.
And he takes a step.
Yes.
Yep. And he resets and then comes back.
Big right hand. Golly, big left hand on the middle.
It also shows respect to Lamont, though, too, is he doesn't want Lamont to throw a haymaker and then catch him either.
No, Rick is fighting really smart.
Yeah, Rick's being very smart.
Some blood coming from the mouth of Lamont
Yeah,
Watson.
he just spit it.
Big right hand.
Into round two.
What a fight.
Rick Randolph coming out, throwing the heat. Second round, I think he walked away with that one.
Yeah, he did. I agree with that 100%.
Randolph's got the skull and crossbones on his black shorts, and Mr. Watson in the solid black. If you look, Rick's got his leg, outer side of his leg is actually marked up.
Yeah.
Lamont's face is a bit touched up. Yep. Which side's going to win in the final round?
Yeah, Lamont's got some. His lips bloodied. It's swollen. He was spitting blood out there at the end of the round. Rick's leg is tatted up, but he's kind of still no-selling. I mean, the doc came over and looked at it.
Look at Rick's left foot. That thing has got a golf ball going on. That tells me he kicked an elbow.
Yep.
I think I saw it. It was right over here, maybe a knee.
Here's the thing, looking at the swelling, how fast that swelled, he could have cracked a bone. So I've done that on my hand before. I hit it with a hammer at work one time. I missed what I was going for, hit my hand. It was real bad.
Hammer time, Sella.
Yeah.
Chris Dedman.
Let's see how it affects Rick, though. Rick keeps looking down at it. Though he's keeping a composure, he does keep peeking down at that foot.
Well, the adrenaline right now, he's not feeling a single thing. When he gets in the back later, he's going to be like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Camera crews all over it. Final round, heavyweight matchup, Nemesis.
But you can see he's standing with that left side forward now, so he's going to be looking for that right kick.
Yeah, you can tell though, Rick's not quite as flowing on this side.
No, with that right kick, you can see he's kicking with the inside of his foot. He's not turning it over.
And he's a little off balance too. He's not quite. That could also be the foot damage though. Also,
Lamont's drawing Rick's hands up. I would like to see him jab high right to the body.
Wow. Lamont just came in and just was. I don't know. He's throwing like hammer fist standing. I don't even know how to say that.
Lamont's technique's a little bit off tonight. Oh, big right hand right there. Ooh. Rick Randolph is throwing some serious heat at Lamont Watson.
Absolutely. Say he winged that last.
Lamont said, "Come here, I'm gonna take a break and lay on the cage." Yeah, Lamont's taking a lot of damage.
He really is.
I like that Rick Randolph goes head, body, head.
Oh, they threw in the towel.
Wow.
They threw in the towel.
The corner threw in the towel.
Corner throws in the towel.
And I honestly, I don't blame them.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I don't blame them, guys.
No, I'm okay with that. That's what I was saying. He's taking a lot of damage.
Adam Sella's going to hop into the cage to talk to your winner of our first and only heavyweight bout tonight. Rick Randolph wins. Thanks to HK USA for sponsoring. Lamont Watson, so much heart, showed some skill. I would even say some improvement from the last time we saw him in here. How do you feel about that heavyweight matchup, Lance?
Oh, it was great. Like I said, like you said it basically best. Rick, I thought, looked really good. I thought Lamont held his composure considering the strikes he was taking. I agree with this corner. That's why I started saying he's starting to take a lot of damage, and Lamont might just be one of those guys that just doesn't go down. Live to fight another day.
Listen, we're sitting here cage side. We're not up there. I don't know what's going through Lamont's head. At about 5 seconds before the ref, or before his corner threw in the towel, there was a little bit more of a glaze to his eye, for real. But he was still standing right there in the pocket.
Well, he also told Rick, "Come on," he was leaning against the cage.
Yeah, and
look,
and right back to it.
Yeah. And then the smile. The smile.
Rick's going like, man, I did not expect this out of you.
Rick's like, man, you broke my foot.
I want to see Lamont, if it's in his future. Hey, he's fighting amateur. Yeah. He's still learning. He's developing a skill set. Yeah. If it's in his future, you stay at heavyweight all you want. But wouldn't you like to see a guy like him now try 205, try 185, see where things go?
We've talked about that. Yeah,
absolutely. Easier said than done, also.
Obviously. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner throws in the towel at 2 minutes, 17 seconds of the third and final round, declaring your winner by TKO, Rick the Beast Randolph.
I'm here with your winner, Rick Randolph. Rick, I gotta say, that was one of the most intense, one-sided beatings I've seen in a long time. The fact that Lamont kept taking those shots, I was shocked. How did you feel about it?
That boy got something in his jeans, man. He built different. Real talk. I mean, he built different. I would have got him out more, but I damaged my foot. If you see that night, how big is the A-ball? But I'll push through it, though, because that's what gladiators do. Mind you, in the past few fights in the past year and a half, I did no training. No training. I do more coaching and volunteer work than this. So what's y'all excuse? No coach or anything. No coach or anything. Oh, all right.
See, what I liked on the outside, you said no coaching. You were going body, head, body. That was impressive because a lot of guys get in here and they're head hunting, this and that. Is that something that you see, or is it something that maybe you would do at hitting the bag, or what?
When the old heads was training me in the early 90s, they always taught me, you hit the body, the head gonna fall. And no matter how tough you are, you can't take no body shot. It ain't how many shots you throw, it's how you act when you get back. Adversity builds character.
Absolutely, guys. What a great performance, Rick Randolph, with your finish right here.
Lamont Watson, Rick Randolph. Again, that was brought to you by HKA USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the co-main event of the evening. Now making his way to the blue corner, Clark Stith.
Clark Stith, after NFA 14, obviously has a great resume, but beyond that, but I got to see that up close and personal. Very tough fighter. Clark Stith coming out. This is a big-time fight, welterweight title fight. Adam Sella, how do you feel about Clark Stith and his chances up against Mr. Jacob Highley?
So, I think that Clark, he's got a really good chance to win this fight. Now, there's a couple things here. You look right there in his corner, okay? You got Jordan Dowdy. You've got Sean Woodson, and Andrew Mop Evers. That is a solid group. Those guys are up at Wolves Den. Sean Woodson is probably one of the best unranked fighters in the UFC right now at 145. The dude is extremely talented, and he's got so much knowledge that I know he's put it into Clark. Jordan Dowdy is one of my better friends and training partners. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's good at striking, and I know he's been helping Clark. Andrew Evers, we're going to call him Mop, is legitimately one of the best coaches around. I know we've said that a couple times, but he really is, man. He's a goofball out of the gym, but he is really a great trainer. And Clark, everything that I've ever been told is he's very strong. I've never trained with him. He's very strong. He hits hard. He picks everything up so fast, and he has a good wrestling background, so that makes him a dangerous fighter.
Absolutely, and the composure, once again, the focus from a guy like Clark Stith, also very impressive. Mike Kendall.
And now his opponent making his way to the red corner, Jacob Highley.
Not to be outdone, Jacob Highley coming in. He's up for it for the welterweight title here at NFA 15. And you know what? He's got an interesting corner as well, Lance.
Yes, he does. He also has UFC lineage in his corner too.
I'll take it.
And we talked about it. He's coming in with a chip on his shoulder because he's technically, by word of mouth, he's being called the underdog. But he doesn't feel that way, nor should he. He's 6-0. He has the experience. He's even ranked higher.
He weighs 1,690 pounds as well. I don't know how that got sanctioned.
I don't know how he made weight.
That must be in centimeters, guys.
Way to go, Sala.
So Jacob Highley, I saw him fight a couple months ago on another promotion here in the Midwest, and he won out there. He was impressive, took no damage. I just worry that being that active, fighting that close back to back, because it was a war.
Yeah.
He just didn't take a lot of damage, but it was a war. If that's going to play a factor in this fight.
Absolutely, we'll make it official, kicking it off with Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of Nemesis Fighting Alliance 15, live on NFAfights.com. St. Louis, are you ready? This bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds of MMA in the NFA welterweight division, brought to you tonight by JC's AC Heating and Air Conditioning. As we reach these colder days of winter, if your heater goes out, make sure you guys contact JC's AC, your only choice in the St. Louis area. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This Mop Jitsu style fighter stands 6 foot tall, weighed in 170.3 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 2 wins, 0 defeats, with all 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Wolves Den, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Clark the Menace Stith. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a freestyle fighter standing 5'10", weighed in 169 pounds. He holds a perfect amateur record, 6 wins, 0 defeats, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Blue Collar Mafia, fighting out of Cuba, Missouri, Jacob Wildman Highley. Your referee in charge of the action, Josh Stewart.
Whether it's fun to talk about or a goal for everybody, it's super exciting. Adam, you know what this is all about. Both these guys get to train with UFC veterans.
Yeah, it's crazy as an amateur. You got Jake Collier on one and Sean Woodson on the other. Isn't that
Love
crazy?
That's what NFA does here at Ballpark Village.
Ooh, nice inside leg kick.
Don't overreact. Stay tight.
Little feeling out process.
I think on this one, guys, talking less is more.
I agree, yeah.
Move that head for me. Go to the body with that left leg. Move them shoulders.
Ooh, we got some spit fly.
You don't gotta be a lot, yeah. Keep moving, show.
Ooh. Clark's got some heavy kicks.
Oh,
nice
nice
shot. Gets Highley to the ground.
good reversal.
Reverses it.
Got a nice little scramble there by both men.
Now Clark's driving him to the mat. And this is where Clark thinks he's gonna win this fight, is by getting him on the ground. And this is Jacob Highley's fight. You know, this is getting on the ground and grinding it out and really just beating you up. And that's what Clark said he wants to do. He's trying to get that far side of his arm to grab that hand so he can start punching with the left.
That old GSP mentality. GSP used to take the people where they wanted to be just to prove to them that he could do it.
No cross shoulder post. No cross shoulder post. Pin that hand out. Hey, step over. Yeah. Step over.
JC's AC making a co-main event possible.
Highley trying to get that guard back. He's close to getting it.
Head control tight.
Yeah, but Clark's trying to step over past, digging that forehead right into that chin.
Yeah, Highley kind of gave up on it a bit.
Clark just staring at Highley.
He is. I'm assuming Jordan Dowdy taught him that. Stare through your opponent.
Clark's gonna try to kneel over that hand and staple it down.
Yeah, Highley's kind of looks like he's looking for a Kimura. I mean, I guess he could use it for a sweep.
I don't think he is. I think he's just trying to get space to start working up. But Clark is so heavy right here. You can just see nice pass.
Hips, yeah.
Wow.
Quick hip switch.
But see what you're not probably not even noticing is he's grinding Highley's head on the back of that cage. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's like when people stomp on your feet.
Yeah, foot stomps. Yeah, he's also got that nice cross face. He's been using his forehead to hit that jawline.
Yeah, he's making Highley work here. This is one of those you get the takedown and the guy on bottom's actually working harder to try to get up. So I think he might be trying to just get Jacob Highley into deeper water.
And that's a good point. Yeah, he's definitely doing a lot of what they call dirty jits or catch wrestling type of style.
Yeah, Clark's just making it kind of ugly right here. Nothing's really solid landing, but ooh, nice up kick by Highley right there. See, this is what I like about Highley. He's that veteran mentality that he landed some solid shots. Now I don't think so, but he landed the more damaging blows with a couple up kicks, one in the face, couple in the chest. But the control was done by Clark Stith.
Yeah, most of the control and having most of the round was definitely Clark.
Yeah.
Which usually in the judge's eyes would give it to Clark.
I would probably give that first round to Clark.
And the takedown. Yeah. They weigh takedowns heavy as well.
And I think it's going to be hard for either guy to get a finish. So this may come down to the judge's scorecard.
Yeah, I agree with that. I expected a 3-round war.
Title fight co-main event. Up next, we got Jesse Martinelli versus Dillon Tolbert. Jacob Highley, Clark Stith fighting it out on the co-main.
Jordan Dowdy painted his shirt on today.
That's every day.
Neither guy breathing heavy.
No.
And Clark's going to need to let his hands go a little bit more. He got the takedown fairly easy. But he's going to have to make a statement to Jacob Highley. But Highley does not give it. He doesn't care.
No, Highley's he's a gamer.
Lead him into your shot.
Highley's switching up a lot.
Ooh, nice right hand by Highley. Good jab. Oh, Clarkson slips. Highley jumps right on him.
And that's that veteran you talked about. As soon as he saw the slip, he moved right in.
Yeah, good defense by Highley right there. Using the cage. That is really good cage awareness right there by Jacob Highley. Now Clark, knee to the body right there. Right knee to the body. That's wide open.
And Clark's right over next to his corner, too, to get guidance. Highley circling out.
Highley with great defense.
Absolutely.
Clark's got to let those hands go. Highley's waiting for a counter of some sorts.
Well, and I think it's safe to say, going off of tape, that Highley's the better known striker. So Clark taking it down would make more sense for the game plan. Not saying that Clark can't strike, obviously he can, but as far as you go off of their past fights, Highley's the more decorated striker.
Yeah, but right here, I saw him with that overhook on that left arm.
Gonna have to watch those up kicks again.
Yeah, he's looking for something, I thought.
Looks like a knee bar. Yeah, he's going for a knee bar.
I don't think he has the angle on it. But right here, he put himself in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Right here, Clark's got to start hitting. Clark's going to have to posture up, quit playing it so safe with just kind of riding him out, and really land some solid shots. Even if he posts up just for 1 or 2 good ones to really change the momentum here for Highley. I should correct myself and say the momentum is kind of on Stith's side right now, but you gotta get some respect out of Highley because he just doesn't. He's not scared of anything.
Oh, nice.
That's what he needs to do.
Yep. Make it a little more dirty. It's got to be tiring to have a guy of Clark's size on you this long, though, too.
Yeah, no, Jacob Highley's doing a good job of defending it. The problem is Clark is winning. He's winning the round again with just cage control of the fight. Because right here, Highley can't do anything.
Oh, he's going. Might get his back. Nope. Another takedown.
Stith does have a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth and look like her nose.
Oh, he ate a couple jabs there earlier in the round.
Absolutely. Evenly matched so far. Looks like Stith's got maybe 2 rounds to none.
Yeah, I think Clark's got this 2-0 right now, so I think Highley's going to need to come get a finish.
Yeah, based off of takedowns, I feel like I agree with him.
But the thing is, clearly Clark's coming out trying to shoot that double leg and get on top and just start grinding it out and making it ugly. If I'm in the corner of Jacob Highley, I'm telling him to look for an uppercut. Look, get a little more aggressive with your hands so you can slow that kick down.
I agree. Yeah, Highley needs to move a lot more and make sure that he cannot pause at all or Clark's going to take that shot.
Well, these guys both, I mean, you got to think Jacob Highley's 6-0.
Yeah.
He's got some experience. Clark is only 2-0, and he's winning this fight, but they're both fighting at such a high level. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. This is better than a lot of pro fights, technically wise.
I agree. Welterweight title on the line, co-main event, living up to its billing. We've got one more tonight.
And 2 completely different styles as well. There's the respect. As we talked earlier, I think a lot of the bad blood was between the fans, not the fighters.
So they seem to be just fine after.
Yeah. This is the debate, which is a good debate. Which one's the better 170er, and we're finding out now.
Officially in about 2.5 minutes.
And even then, maybe it's just today.
Very true.
Oh, smart by both there. Highley was ready for a run-in. Stith saw it and did not run in.
Yeah, Clark's picking some shots. I think he's trying to set up, or he's picking punches, and I think he's trying to set up a shot. Especially being backed up on the cage right here. There's that uppercut he's showing.
Highley's range is just slightly off. If he was just a half a step closer, he'd be landing. There he goes. Oh, on the chin.
Good defense by Highley. He's got to create that space.
He wants to keep it up here.
Oh, swing and miss.
Penetration.
Yeah.
Good timing by Clark Stith right there with that takedown. See, now right here, Clark, he's going to ride it out because we've seen the previous rounds. This is very hard to get out of.
Yes.
Right? Highley will work and he might get out, but it's going to take a minute and a half.
Got to eat that clock away.
Highley's corner absolutely encouraged him to bust out of this and get up.
Yeah, because he's got to move. There's only a minute and a half. He's got to get moving. Otherwise, he's gonna get rode out this round.
Back to his feet.
Crowd popping for it.
See, Clark's going to go for that outside trip. Now he takes his back, just drag him down. And that is just so demoralizing at times.
Yeah, you work so hard to get up and get pulled right back down that it's brutal. Especially in the third round when you're tired.
Good breathing, good breathing. Breathe, Clark, pressure.
Clark's showing good defense, but the problem is the clock's wasting away.
Clark going for that single leg just to pull it up. I think right now he's just grinding on him and essentially wasting time. But that's not a bad idea, because why would you, I mean...
Saving the win.
Not saving, I mean, the fight's almost over, but like, there's no need to get into a gunfight. You've got the fight clearly in the bag.
that probably puts a stamp on it.
I was gonna say that takedown put the exclamation point on the fight.
Fans here treated to a high skill level co-main event.
Very.
Great fight out of these guys. Very, very, not a lot of big shots, but it was technical from a martial arts standpoint.
And I don't know about you, but that was a fast 3 rounds.
It really was. Adam Sella's going to pop up to the cage, get the winner's opinion on what happened and going through it. If you haven't yet, make sure you follow Nemesis Fighting Alliance on Instagram, Facebook. Tell all your friends if you're looking for a good time on a Saturday night in St. Louis. We've got another one. I believe it's March 2nd.
Yes,
Is that
March
what's happening
2nd.
now? That's so exciting. This has been such a great night. NFA puts on a heck of a show. Production team's killing it. We've got the main event coming up still. And it's been an absolute blast night. Lance Cool, you're doing a great job too.
Oh, thank you. I try.
Wonderful. I love all the sportsmanship being shown tonight by all the fighters. None more so than right now in the co-main. These guys know they did.
Like I said, there was a lot of
5 more fights. Who knows what happened?
There was social media beef, but it wasn't between them two. It was between the fans, and it was the debate of who was better.
I like that. A good, healthy debate.
At one point, both were called a paper champion, which is BS. They both were. Both were amazing. So.
No, that was
and also the people that called them paper champions, I guarantee wouldn't say it to their face.
Please, yeah. Right here. You can sign up on the NFA website if you want to be part of the stable of fighters being a part of this. So, barring anything wild, we're going to see Clark Stith come away with the title here in the co-main. Main event again, Pro 125 fight. Very excited about that. Another title fight. But again, the crowd's great. Fighters are great. All the staff's having a good time. What a night.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds in this co-main, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for you, winner by unanimous decision, and new NFA undisputed amateur welterweight champion, Clark the Menace Stith.
I'm here with your winner, Clark Stith. Clark, 3-0 now, new official undisputed unified welterweight champion here. How does that make you feel?
Pretty good.
He feels pretty good, man of no words. So there's a lot of hype on you coming in here, right? So I've talked to Jordan a whole lot about you. He's probably your biggest fan, biggest supporter, but you are one hell of a prospect. What is next for you?
Keep finding fights, keep fighting people, keep getting better, keep training. That's all I can do.
Well, the problem we see here, though, is people saying yes, right? So we're going to need to get some yeses in here, get you back here as soon as we can here in the NFA cage, because that was a very technical performance. I want to see more. Can we get you back here soon?
I mean, it's up to them. I'm going to say yes.
All right, guys, your new welterweight champion, Clark Stith.
Clark Stith with the amateur welterweight gold. Well, white, silver, and black. Whatever works for NFA. Absolutely beautiful. Big fight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce the Gillies Groundwork Raffle winner. We have 2. The numbers are 389-897, 389-897, and 389-895. 389-895. Please report cage side and collect your raffle winners from Gillies Groundwork.
We got cut off there by the raffle.
That happens. Gillies Groundwork hooking it up. JC's AC brought you the last fight. Next fight, main event, big one. 125 professional. It's brought to you by the U.S. Marine Corps. You guys are going to have to help me out with this. I saw these guys face off. Jesse Martinelli, Dillon Tolbert. Lance, you put this together. Please tell me about this fight and what it means for you to get to this point in the fight.
So
in the fight card, excuse me.
I've been trying to get both Dillon and Jesse on a fight card for a while now. Finally got Jesse on, and then so I started looking for an opponent. I went to Dillon, and he said, yeah, I'm game. And that's basically, wasn't much magic behind it. That's how it kind of went down. Like I said, he's a hot prospect right now with his wrestling pedigree, but Dillon's been around the block. Dillon's still only 31, even though he's got a lot of fights. And, I mean, it's anybody's ballgame. Like I said, I've seen Dillon beat people he wasn't supposed to beat.
No, I love it. Again, U.S. Marine Corps making this happen. I want to remind everybody, NFA will be returning to Ballpark Village for NFA 16 on March 2nd. Stay tuned to all social media. Follow on Instagram and Facebook for updates and upcoming fight cards. Don't forget to order the replay for this event at NFAfights.com. Throw it up to Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, on now to the main event of the evening. Now making his way to the blue corner, Dillon Tolbert.
Dillon's coming out first. This is, again, the main event, NFA 15 at Ballpark Village. Adam Sella, where are we at with Dillon?
So here's the thing with Dillon. Dillon is very, very tough. He's a gamer. He's gritty. He's got a good corner, good training partners. He's got a wealth of experience. So it really, really, really is like it's not crazy to think that Dillon could come through this with the win. His record is a bit upside down. But again, he has fought the who's who of this flyweight division.
Flyweight. Yep.
Yes, I get it confused. They're so tiny. But he's fought the who's who. And sometimes sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But he is a gamer. He's gonna bring it. I just don't know if he's gonna be ready for that wrestling of Jesse Martinelli. I know he's had to have trained for it. I mean, you have to.
And that's the question. Can he handle it? Can he stop the takedowns? Can he get it where he wants it? But one thing about Dillon, though, is, as you talked about, not only has he fought the who's who, they've always been warriors, too. He's always fought hard. He's been known to get off his back, but again, we got to see if he can do it with the pedigree of Justin Martinelli.
And that's the thing. Dillon Tolbert, he'll turn it into a dogfight, and he will put someone's lights out.
Yeah, absolutely.
His opponent now making his way to the red corner, Jesse Martinelli.
Jesse Martinelli coming out, looks to be the favorite in this one, at least by opinion. Gonna come out the main event. We've got sparks flying at Ballpark Village. I want to say this one more thing about Dillon Tolbert. Don't let a record fool you. With plenty of dudes, especially on regional scenes, man, you come out, you take a second off, they can take advantage of it.
It also depends on his training. He works, has kids,
Absolutely. Jesse Martinelli, Lance, can you tell us about why he's assumed to be the favorite in this main event?
It's his wrestling pedigree. Every fight he goes out there, he's been working on his hands. He'll tell you, once you think I'm going to take you down, I'm going to hit you in the face. But in the end of it, he can always rely on that wrestling.
Absolutely. And the thing with Jesse, he's got good kicks. So I know at Eric's gym, they've been working a whole lot of low calf kicks a lot. And I think that's just to help, kind of help Jesse get his toolbox a little more full, right? But Jesse is always in shape. He can always go the full distance. He's not afraid to get hit. He's not afraid to get himself in the war. And I think with Dillon Tolbert, that's what's going to happen.
Absolutely. Crowd's ready. It's a main event. That's a big deal. Title fight, professional. The balcony is my favorite part of the evening. If you look up there, you see all these people. They're chanting, Sella, Sella. Adam Sella's fans are all here.
It's the Sella Mania, baby.
That's where I sold the tickets to. That's where I put the adoring fans.
Let's throw to Mike Kendall to get us ready for the main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the NFA 15 main event of the evening. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of professional MMA in the NFA flyweight division. Brought to you tonight by the United States Marine Corps. This bout sanctioned by the Missouri Office of Athletics. Your judges, Cade Side, Rob Francis, David Hyatt, and Jason Carr. And now, for all those watching live on NFAfights.com, and for those in attendance here in St. Louis, Missouri, are you ready for war? Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle MMA fighter stands 5'8", weighed in 124.5 pounds. He holds a professional record, 6 wins, 9 defeats, with all 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing 573 MMA and Wolfsden, fighting out of Jefferson City, Missouri, Dillon Tolbert. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist standing 5'5", weighed in 125.2 pounds. He holds a professional record, 2 wins, 1 defeat, with both wins coming by way of knockout. Representing ES MMA and Fitness, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Jesse Martinelli. Your referee for this main event, Tim Francis.
All right, gentlemen, we went over all the rules in the locker room. I expect a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Touch him up if you choose to, and go back to your corner.
What an intense
I was about to
stare
say,
down.
do you boys feel that? That's called intensity.
I'm excited. Jesse Martinelli holding down in the main event, and we've got Dillon Tolbert in from Jeff City.
Yep, Tolbert in the black, Martinelli in the white. At least they helped us out with the colors.
How quickly will we see Martinelli go to his wrestling?
I don't know, man. He's really becoming a well-rounded MMA guy with a high kick that everybody just seems to act like didn't happen.
There it goes.
To answer your question, as soon as he got hit.
But see, right here, guys, these are professionals. They can elbow, knee, right to the face.
Yeah, good point. Good point, Adam. That's with the
Great
professionals.
distinction.
You can elbow, you can knee.
Jesse with a good exchange right there.
Tolbert's doing a good job of cutting off the cage. Oh, good knee by Martinelli there.
Right there, I think. Oh, big left hand out of
Connected.
Martinelli.
Tolbert's kind of smacking. What?
That was kind of weird.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like he's kind of smacking him.
High school in Stockton.
I kind of like to do that, like when on my back.
Oh, Superman punch rocks Tolbert.
Big punch.
Smack him in the ears.
Ooh,
Nice
big left hook.
Yeah, missed the right though. Oh, missed the kick. Oh, he got dropped down on.
But look, Jesse does not go right to. Now he's in his wrestling with that
he's pulling
guillotine.
it. He's pulling it.
Well, but
good
Tolbert
move
pulled
by
out of it.
Tolbert. Wow.
But see, here's where Jesse, he's a wrestler by trade. He doesn't want to stay on his back.
Yep.
So this is where I worry, right?
Yes.
This is where I worry if I'm Jesse's corner, but he works his way right back up. But Dillon's got a good guillotine. You got to watch out for it.
One down. I want to give Tolbert so much props. The instinct on that. As soon as Jesse went for that guillotine, the way he moved out of that, it was quick and almost flawless.
No, Dillon did a great job right there, but he's got control of Jesse, and Jesse's got to watch out for couple things: the knees, the guillotine, and I don't think that's really
That's going to be.
He might get it. No, he'll take Jesse down, but like Jesse's a very good scrambler. So like when he's not going to hit those, as I say, 2 points. He's not going to get that takedown. Like right there, he just rolls through it. Now he ends up back on top. But Dillon, man, he's making this a scrappy little war because it's a weird spot now.
Well, that's what we said Dillon needed to do.
Now he's in that referee's position. Now Jesse's making a little heavy. Dillon working his way right back up to his feet.
This is a I believe it's a 5-minute round.
Yeah, we're halfway through that first round.
That's something else. Yeah, different with the pros. Instead of 3 minutes, it's 5.
Hands high, jab first.
A little bit of blood on Tolbert's face. I don't know where that's from. Maybe a little eyebrow. Ooh, big right hand out of Tolbert.
I think, I'm going to be honest, every time they clinch up, I think they're headbutting. I don't think either one's on purpose, but every time there's been a clinch, they bounce their heads off each other.
No, Tolbert's got a small cut over his left eye. Nice calf kick. That sucked.
Oh, nice.
Good knee out of Tolbert. Ooh, big right hand out of Tolbert. Jesse has to go right to his wrestling.
Oh! Almost did exactly to him what Jesse did. Almost paid it back.
Tolbert needs to bail on this.
Well, he's worried right now. The reason why he's holding is he's trying to get better position with his legs.
Yeah, but right here, Jesse.
There he is now.
He's out. Tolbert's threatening for sure.
There's the threat for elbows here, too, from Tolbert on the bottom.
Absolutely. That's one of my favorite things.
Well, that's what I talked about. Every time I watch Tolbert fight, it's been a war. Now, here, elbows are legal because they're pros, so they can throw elbows without the referee.
Ooh, big elbow out of Jesse Martinelli.
He's starting to climb up, looking for something.
Jesse looking super composed.
Tonight's main event brought to you by the United States Marine Corps.
We got ourselves
Watch
a
out for
fight,
that arm
boys.
bar right
Yeah,
here.
arm bar's locked.
Watch out for that arm
He
bar.
can come out the back, yeah.
Jesse needs to punch forward and just rip that arm out.
Oh, he's switching it up. Oh, he switched it up. He got out. He's out.
He slipped right out. That was good by Tolbert, though. I like that.
Very good.
Now Jesse's got it around the neck. He's under there.
He's
got one hook in.
49 seconds left.
He's got one hook in.
Oh, he's out.
Good control. Caught myself grabbing my hands real tight, guys.
I know. We got to fight. We got a fight on our hands. This is living up for the main event title.
Absolutely is.
Ooh, good elbow out of Jesse. Good ground and pound coming heavy now. Dillon's trying to create some space with that little knee shield there. Now he's trying to dig in deep. 10 seconds, guys. I think.
15.
Well, around that. Killer first round if they get to the end of it here. You never know, something wild could happen. Hey.
Great first round, guys. I think that's a great first round for our main event here. How do you see that one going, guys? I'll just tell you how it went. No, so how do you guys think that went?
Listen, if you're Tolbert's corner, you're really excited about the just the drive that he showed, and that maybe he's lacking something in skill, but he showed something there. If you're Martinelli's corner, in my opinion, you're kind of a little bit disappointed. Maybe stick to the wrestling a little bit more. Correct me if you feel differently, Lance.
No, I think you're on. I was going to answer Adam's question. I don't know. I saw flashes of both. Every time it seemed like Jesse had an advantage, Tolbert had an answer to it, and vice versa. I mean, this has been a great back and forth fight. If I had to put a stamp on it, I might lean Tolbert, maybe. I don't know, man.
No, I'm going to go with Martinelli on that first round because of the takedowns.
Yeah, that's fair.
But what I think, in both guys' corners, Jesse, I do think would maybe need to go a little, kind of lean on a little bit more wrestling right now.
Yeah.
But he was landing good shots. And Dillon was countering with some good shots and hitting Jesse. I think it might have hurt him a little bit in one of those exchanges.
So I guess I leaned to Tolbert because of that armbar.
Well, Dillon threatened with the armbar, which really wasn't any danger, and then the guillotine, which really wasn't any danger.
Oh, well, the guillotines kind of offset each other. Both of them kind of had, I mean, they had an attempt.
Well, they've started off with a couple kicks and a punch, so what do I know?
If you don't interrupt us, me and Adam will debate all night. That's what we do.
I really, I do love that Superman punch, and we're off to the races.
I like how Jesse throws that leg kick super close, super tight, kind of like Justin Gaethje. Because you don't really ever expect it that close, and it just slaps right in there, and it sucks.
There was another accidental headbutt there too on the upspring. They're all accident, but these guys have been headbutting the crap out of each other.
That kick, he just got the downward angle on it, right on his outside of his calf.
Got chopped the tree
down. Martinelli with the kick.
Got chopped that tree down. Oh, God.
That right hand's finding a home, but you can tell he's not throwing it with a lot of oomph.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm not sure if he's setting something up or is it his technique.
Well, I think it's the technique because if you watch, airborne. He drags him down. Yep. So if you watch when Jesse's throwing those punches, they were just kind of just throwing them out, see what happens, and they were landing, popping his head back, which looks good. And right now Jesse's landing some serious cage work, making this a dirty fight. Big elbow.
And he's back up in Tolbert.
I don't know, guys. This is a fun fight.
Excellent resolve by Tolbert to get up and to stay in the mix, man. And then
big jab out of Jesse Martinelli. Ooh, that left hand barely missed. Tolbert's bleeding from the mouth now. Big right hand out of Tolbert.
Well, the funny thing is they look tired, but they're still coming so fast. Like they're both breathing heavy, but they're still gunslinging.
Find that jab. No lunge with it, just touch. Don't lunge with it.
Nice calf kick.
Yeah, calf. I hate calf kicks.
Ooh, nice counter right hand.
Jab, move. Yes, sir. Nice combo.
A little bit of slow motion from Tolbert.
Yeah, like I said, they both seem like they're kind of winded, but they're still coming. They're still coming hard.
I think Jesse's trying to time a takedown here.
Oh, nice.
There was a left that connected.
Yeah, it was a short left.
Big punches out of Dillon Tolbert.
This is fun, and we've got the best seat in the house.
Absolutely. Main event, and he connected with his
right. That right hand is finding a home.
He keeps eating it.
I think it's the mustache.
Might be.
Jesse gets another takedown, but we're in the middle of the cage now, so there will be no wall walking, no getting up. It won't be as easy to get up, I should say, for Tolbert.
Agreed.
But this is where Jesse needs to take advantage and start landing some serious ground and pound and just kind of start beating him up, because Tolbert's not going to go out, without a fight.
No, he's definitely he's gonna be smacking them, smacking those ears, getting little elbow jabs in there.
1:45 left, I think.
We gotta work here. Let's go.
If our timer's right.
Don't let him rest here.
Oh, nice over. He came over the right with the hand, over right hand. Yeah, that busted Tolbert open. Tolbert's bleeding. It's getting in his eyes now.
Yeah, he had that cut. He had that cut over his left eye already. Yeah, good elbow right there.
The crowd's feeling it right now.
Yeah, Jesse in a pretty dominant spot. Tolbert's trying to figure out what he's got to do. He can't. He's trying to take that distance away. Big shots right there.
Huge. It looks like yeah, Francis is talking to him too. Tolbert's got to do something before Tim's going to stop it.
Jesse smells blood, no pun intended.
Tolbert's back to a good spot though.
I got to be honest. I'm not sure Tolbert's even flinched despite taking about 8 elbows to the head.
I don't think they hurt. I think it's just his skin got cut.
Slice.
Yeah, I think blood's in his eyes. He's probably tired.
So right here, this is a good move by Jesse. Catch your breath. You're holding him in a dominant spot. You're going to improve your position, and now the fight's about to be stopped.
30 seconds left. Francis is in there. Tolbert's still trying to fight though.
And there's the fight. There's the fight. Jesse Martinelli come away with a big win here in the main event.
I believe he did his high school wrestling in St. Genevieve, Missouri. Shout out to head coach Jared Bonnell.
Tolbert's upset by the stoppage, but he was just taking a lot of damage.
Can't blame him. He's got a lot of heart. I'm sure in his head. I'm sure it felt like
look at that,
he could
too.
still come out, but man, from out here.
Yeah, that might have been doctor stoppage anyway. That's a bad cut.
New champion or continued champion, champion of the main event. That's our guy Jesse Martinelli, flyweight champ, professional.
No belts on the line.
Oh, no belts.
No belts.
Sorry, main event. He's a champion in our hearts. That's what it is.
It's a pro main event.
You get excited sometimes. Jesse Martinelli, big win, impressive win, and he gets to move up the ladder.
I mean, you would have thought the title was on the line with the way they were going there.
Yeah, right. But I got to give it. Listen, you want to give Martinelli the credit. He wins the main event in front of a packed house here at Ballpark Village. But I can't overlook Dillon Tolbert, his toughness, and his ability to surprise everybody. A blood-soaked glove just made it over the cage side.
Tim Francis just threw a blood-soaked glove over at us.
Oh boy.
Rude.
We'll throw it to Mike Kendall for the final official word of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Tim Francis, calls a stop to the fight. 4 minutes, 37 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Jesse Martinelli.
Like I said, even if Tolbert is upset by the stoppage, that's a bad cut. That might have been doctor stoppage anyway.
That's tough.
I'm here with your winner, Jesse Martinelli. Jesse, big win in the main event. You dominated the fight with your wrestling, but the thing that shocked everyone was how good that stand-up looked, bro. You were hitting it with everything, punches, kicks, and then you finished it with the elbows on the ground.
Yeah, man, I talked to Karen before I came out here, and we were talking about being a wrestler and always trying to improve, whether that's cage wrestling, because we don't do that, whether that's kicking or striking. And my man Eric Steenberg has put a lot of work in with me, and y'all seen it.
Yeah, you look phenomenal. You look very well-rounded, right? Now, we got to express how tough Dillon Tolbert is. You were hitting with some heavy shots. I think ultimately you got that elbow in the end that made the big cut, and Tim Francis stepped in to stop it. How tough was Dillon Tolbert?
Tough, dude. I got to give a big shout-out to Dillon. First round, I hit him with some huge overhands that I was expecting him to I know you're not supposed to expect something to go easy, but I thought some of these would put him down. And that dude just kind of shook it off, kept coming. So,
yeah, we thought we saw some big shots. His head pop back. Now you're a big prospect coming in the pro division here at 125. What do you want next? I know it's been kind of hard trying to find fights for you. People are scared of the wrestling. Now you're a damn good striker. I think that might make it a little more difficult. But what do you want next?
Hey, I don't know if it's hard to find matchups. There's tough guys tougher than me out there, same toughness, but. Anyone that's a 125 or a flyweight, I'm coming for you.
There's your winner, guys. Jesse Martinelli.
Wonderful night of fights. Jesse Martinelli closes it out with a big win in the main event here live at Ballpark Village. Lance the Clue, I know you're giving the credit to the fighters, but shout out to you for all the great matchmaking. What do you think about the card overall?
It turned out great. I mean, considering like we talked about, we had 7 drops, but the guys that showed up. And I mean, these fights were great.
Absolutely did. Adam Sella, my friend, it's been an absolute pleasure calling this with you. If you could button up tonight in a paragraph, what do you have?
I would say this was an exciting night of fights, right? I know we had a kind of a shorter card with 9 fights. We had one early finish. We had a lot of finishes, but one early finish. Every fight was exciting.
And we had a little bit of everything. Submission, TKO, a towel throwing.
Yeah, I don't really see towels getting thrown in very much, lately. But this was a very good night of fights. It's probably this was a definition of why this is the Premier League and the premier place you want to be here, especially in St. Louis, but in the Midwest. I think I'm excited for March 2nd.
Absolutely, that's right. NFA returning to Ballpark Village for NFA 16 on March 2nd. Stay tuned to social media. Follow on Instagram, Facebook for updates, upcoming fight cards. Don't forget to order the replay for this event, NFAfights.com. Huge shout out to Media Outlaws, Brad, Marlene, all of the staff here at Ballpark Village, all of our sponsors. To you, gentlemen, what a pleasure. Adam Sella, Lance Seclue, this is Chris Denman. We'll see you March 2nd. Thanks, everybody.